Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to today's dose of degeneracy.
I fucking hate it here.
An unusually large helping too, honestly. A rather impressive one, to be fair.
I mean, after hearing the fact that this woman is gonna go for 1,000 men next year.
That is indeed correct. She's not satisfied with the 100. She is planning to do 1,000 in a single day next year. So, you know, she's an ambitious young woman who's pushing herself to the limits in more ways than one.
And, like, is this chick American or is she British? Because I thought I heard a British accent at some point.
British. I mean, Lily Phillips. It's definitely British.
Man, I'm sorry, Britain. You guys are never gonna beat the allegations of just it being subhuman at this point.
Now, to be fair as well, this is not actually a record or anything like that. There's quite a few weird pornography records out there in the world. For example, the world record for lifting things with your vagina is 14 kilograms.
Yeah.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I mean, why do you? It's like, okay, why do you think women do like those Kegel weights to keep their muscles strong and shit? It's like something legitimate women do usually after they give birth, since, like, you know, things are still kind of, you know, post-birth fun or whatever.
Well, the record for the most queefs in the shortest time is 93 in 30 seconds.
Ugh.
So that is actually, I think the world record is about 1,000 people in a day, incidentally. So that's probably why she's going for the 1,000 now, as she wants to get in the Guinness World Book of Records. I don't even know if Guinness keeps tracks of stuff like this, but, well, there you go.
I thought Guinness stopped with the world record stuff because they don't release any new books, as far as I know.
I
Service
don't even know.
Citizenship.
I don't even know.
I remember when I was in school, I used to like check out the new books every year just so I can see like what was all beaten and shit.
Heresy's the question.
But no more.
Fire
no
is
longer.
the answer.
Perhaps they too were sick of the degeneracy and just decided to stop while they were ahead. So, the reason why, though, why this has kind of kicked up a lot more of a stir, because again, this is not a world record by any stretch of the imagination, is probably because this is a regular person, quote unquote. The previous stuff was, of course, within the erotic industry, whereas this is just a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed young British girl who, for some reason, decided to start selling herself in her teens, literally, and just never kind of stopped, which raises some interesting questions about our society, doesn't it? Imagine being the 101st guy in line. Well, at least you'll have plenty of time to prepare, I suppose. So this is a documentary, by the way, done by Josh Peters, who got the exclusive for this, so we're going to watch it on YouTube and give him a click for his worries, his troubles. And, well, I checked the audio levels right before we start, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see, am I sharing audio? I am. Okay, then. Very well.
Yay.
Here we go.
I'm Lily Phillips, and today I'm getting ran through by 100 guys.
The world of adult. Now, critique if you must, but that is a fine intro to a YouTube video. Listen. YouTube always says you gotta drag people in the first like 3 or 4 seconds, and that is a grabbing intro, if nothing else. It's you know, it seizes the attention. It does.
Entertainment is a billion-dollar business.
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel.
Service guaranteed citizenship.
Touching you.
Skip the intro.
Is it a shoes off house, a shoes on
No,
house?
shoes on, honestly, I've got a dog, like, it's a total mess. Do you want a glass of water?
I would love a glass
Honestly,
of water.
I mean,
Even,
these are like...
could I have a tea? As a word, like, is that the right?
Ah, milk in a jug. Definitely Britain.
Like,
I mean, in
terminology?
America, milk's in jugs as well.
Really?
Heresy.
Canada, I think, is the only
Fire is
place
the
that
answer.
has milk in a bag.
Oh, we have them in paper cartons.
I mean, you can get them in paper cartons here too, but jugs are like the, mass-produced, like, large brand milk. There's the ones from local dairy farms that are in glass jugs that you can reuse and then buy their bag so then you can refill that. So it's like less plastic and shit.
That's weird.
We have variety here because of where I live.
Also, just real quick, I just want to point out one tiny little thing that we just learned about Lily Phillips here as well. The white woman Lum Lum
Yeah.
has a dog.
Of course she does. God damn it.
Moving on.
I'm a YouTuber, so I'm a bit red-faced and new to this world. But what if you're like...
People call me anything. Star, escort, OnlyFans girl, anything really, I don't really care. It's not like a bother to me.
Now, okay. I find this intriguing as well. We're starting off right off the bat with the idea that she kind of doesn't care about what people think about her, you know? I am suspecting we're going to be hearing a lot of that.
Probably.
You know, I don't drink tea.
Yeah, oh, really?
No, so this is probably going to taste like shit because I don't really know how to make it, but just good for one thing, me, honestly.
The look on her face,
Just good
too.
for one thing, me, honestly.
Oh, boy. I mean,
she already looks like she's questioning what she's about to do before she does it.
doesn't she just? Like, as reality begins to sink in.
Yep.
Having been involved in the world of YouTube content creation for 10 years, I've witnessed some extreme measures taken in order to achieve online fame, as well as taking some extreme measures of my own. But none quite as extreme as the stunt I came across which inspired this documentary. Lily Phillips, a 23-year-old OnlyFans star living in London who describes herself as an English was planning on hosting an event where she would sleep with 100 of her fans in a
Service
single
guarantees
day.
citizenship.
How did you get into doing this for a career?
Also, I like how we begin with, like, okay, doing extreme things on YouTube for YouTube fame. Yeah. That is unironically
Heresy's
one
the
of the only
question.
ways to
Fire is the
start
answer.
getting a career going off the ground these days, to do something absurd, in essence, to go viral, due to the sheer quantity of content now. But I like how he says that nothing quite so extreme as
Service
this.
guarantees
I mean,
citizenship.
taking into consideration the crazy shit people have done for YouTube fame. I mean, he brought up the, I always forget his name, the dude from the Suicide Forest.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Fucking.
they had a
Jake Paul.
prank.
I have seen like, what was the one dude that was if I remember correctly, I think this was in like 2009, I believe. There's this dude that had the record of the amount of cement slabs that he can handle on his body before they just crushed him.
Okay.
Have you seen a Guinness Book of World Records and what kind of fucking shit is in there?
I have, but it's like, well, I guess that's an interesting point too, right? People are always doing insane shit. Like, there's all kinds of, oh yeah, here you go, Guinness World Record, how many straws you can fit in your mouth.
I mean, like, there was a couple that they had to completely take out of the books
guarantees
because people
citizenship.
were putting their life in danger for it.
Yep, world's longest nails,
World's longest hair.
yep, most tattoos and general body disfigurement.
Oh yeah, I don't know if his record's been beaten yet, but the dude that goes by like just what is it? The human tiger or some shit like that. I remember him distinctly.
Yeah, like weird shit. 'Cause people have always been doing really weird shit for fame. Like that's just how humans are, it seems. And it's only getting more and more extreme with the age of the internet and people realizing that they can get, publicity out of all of this. But the fact that we're now like, okay, but fucking 100 dudes in a day is like absurd. Like, you know what? I genuinely think that this motherfucker's done more damage to his body than Jess Phillips has. But it's the moral part of it, isn't it? Because there's the moral question here. See, there's technically nothing immoral about this. She consents. All of the guys consent. Like, everyone has consented. Nobody's consent is being violated here. But at the same time, there's something that sticks in your neck immediately, where it just makes everyone react like 100 guys in a day.
Service guarantees
Are you
citizenship.
insane?
I mean, it's like, oh, here we go. There was 2 articles that I seen that pertains to this fucking woman, because ever since you decided to throw this in my DM, somehow Twitter is like, oh, you're interested. I'm like, no, the fuck, I'm not. Ugh, goddamn. Fucking.
Lum was Googling
there's
this
this-
stuff long before I was.
Damn it. There's this one, and then Yellow Flash posted this one.
Yeah, because there's a lot of revulsion against this. Any man involved in the torture of this woman should be locked up. Like, that... God, I find this so deeply fascinating, because you've got to wonder, what does her family think? Like, how... Have anybody from her family tried to talk to her and go like, Jess, Jesus Christ, you shouldn't do this to yourself, you know?
I think they're just disappointed in her and probably won't even bother to contact her at this point. Because one, it's like, sure, we know what she looks like, but Lily Phillips is probably not her real name. Most likely the fuck not.
Service guarantees
What the hell is wrong with this woman? I'd say it, but like many sex books, this all screams child abuse to me. Women with functional fathers don't do shit like this. Well, God, that is another interesting question, isn't it? Is there something wrong with her, like mentally speaking?
I mean, she's British, so that's one.
That is one, yes. But I don't know. I don't think this is a simple father thing, because I do believe there is a much deeper societal malaise that lies behind the rise of OnlyFans, and that goes much further than just, women figuring out that, oh, hey, I can get paid for my nudes, which, yeah, that's been true for a while now. If anything, it's harder to get paid for your nudes today than before. But
Heresy's the question.
how do I even put
Fire
it?
is the
Not
answer.
so much the societal acceptability of being a whore in public, I guess, but the competition in it? Like, how do I put this? If we go back 20, 30 years, all right, it was actually somewhat
Heresy's
difficult
the
to get a
question.
hold of
Fire is
pornography.
the
Like,
answer.
it was something that was you either need to know who to talk to get it, like drugs or whatever, or you need to go to like the CD store downtown, etc. Now you really just you Google tits and there you go. And so
it's like I've said this before multiple times. We need to bring back shaming people.
shame.
It's just like at this point, people are way too fucking comfortable with doing shit like this. It's like I remember when, like, video stores for renting and everything was still around. And this was like, VHS and all this. And there was the back section, usually back by the bathrooms, that was covered by a curtain where all of the adult VHS and CDs were. And I remember as a kid, I was like, hey, what's behind that? And my dad would always say, don't look over there. And I'm like, okay, Dad. But it's like people had to hide essentially what they were grabbing because, it's risque. You don't want kids to see shit like this. Now kids can just accidentally stumble upon it if they're looking on the internet.
And it's weird, It's like, okay, you could technically go into like the gas station and buy a porn mag, but then you've got to go over to the rack, pick it up, show it to the guy at the counter and pay for it. It's like, But now, due to the amount of it and the amount of people doing it, I genuinely believe that this is partially competition as well. Like, Lily Phillips now is looking at herself going, okay, what crazy stunt can I do that'll get everyone to talk about me? And, well, here we are. Everyone is talking about her. I guarantee you, her OnlyFans has probably increased by hundreds of % over the last couple of days.
Yeah, most likely.
I wonder, Right, this is going to be on my timeline for a while now.
Yes, it is.
OnlyFans, Lily Phillips. Is there any metrics available to, like...
I don't know. Can't...
I don't know. I'm presuming there is, but she's definitely benefited from this. Like, genuinely, I think partially it's competition. It's a more overfilled market, and so she's just doing what she thinks she needs to do to stand out, and screw the consequences, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think lets people track like other creators' metrics like YouTube, Twitch, and the other sites do. Boo, you're no fun.
Boo indeed.
I started when I was at university. Very, very tame stuff. Hand bras, underwear, things like that. Because I was at university, I was like, I'm being a anyway, could make
Service guarantees citizenship.
a bit of money.
Well, at least she has a firm justification. I'm being a slut anyway, so I might as well earn money off it. I mean, you know what they say. If you're good at something, get paid for it. I suppose.
At least she doesn't use the excuse of, oh, well, I really needed the money. It's, oh, yeah, I'm a slut anyway, so may as well.
Yep,
Fire is the
might as well.
What do you mean by you were being a anyway?
That was just being at university. Like,
I was just being whore at university. Jesus, okay.
I was just sleeping around with everyone.
But I feel like I know of a lot of girls who have done that at university but then haven't gone on to become OnlyFans stars.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I just was like already very, not proud, like very just okay with doing that. Like I've just always had quite like a sexual nature.
Yeah.
I just thought I might just make like a couple £100, can get a few rounds of drinks in, stuff like that. Just helps me out a little bit while I'm at university.
Sure.
I didn't think it would turn into like my whole
Heresy's the
career.
question.
But I think as soon
Fire
as
is
I
the answer.
started on the platform, I kind of realised, I guess, how much money you can make and also just how much I loved it. I was just like, why am I doing a whole degree? Last week I was like...
Why am I doing a whole... See, now, unironically, that is a fine point, though. Okay. You're sitting there. You're not an adult, well, practically. I don't know, define an adult, I guess, but you've got years of studying ahead of you to earn a degree. And once you earn that degree, you'll be working, 9 to 5 like everybody else. you'll be slaving away doing something, got to find a job, you got to do that job, go to the office every day, blah blah blah, right? And you're probably
Service guarantee
not going to
citizenship.
earn anywhere near enough money. And as she realizes that, she thinks, well, why the hell should I? Why should I go get an education when I can get paid twice, thrice, 4 times as much from getting
Heresy's
fucked?
the question. Fire is the answer.
And unless you have a moral argument against that, there literally is no actual reason. Unless you have a way to say, like, no, that's actually wrong. It's not good for you. It actually ruins stuff in your life. If you boil it down to pure economy, well, shit.
Well, yeah, that's just one aspect of it. But it's like, with how well known she is now, she will never, like, if she even decides to have a kid, that kid will never hear the end of it.
I'll never have a normal
Just
life,
like-
yeah.
It's like, I hope she never has fucking children, because their day will be hell from, like, as soon as they go to grade school, it's over.
It increased the playback speed by just a pinch there.
Heresy's the question.
But
Fire
it
is
makes
the
it also
answer.
very clear that there was never a moral argument here. Like, there was never a moral consideration. She's just like, okay, well, I like getting fucked, so might as well make a career out of it.
23 guys all at once, and like some people would be like, you're insane, like I would have to be paid to do that, and I'm like, no.
23 guys at the same...
Jesus.
Again, I am definitely echoing chat here, where I'm thinking to myself, like, what would even be
Service
the
guarantee
point of being
citizenship.
dude number 23 at that level? Like, what is even the appeal anymore?
And it's like, okay, at this point, I'm wondering, does she set any standards? I know that's a tough question to ask here, but does she set any standards for the men that she invites, or does she just have a sign-up sheet and she isn't like, okay, are you guys clean?
Well, I suppose we'll figure that out during the course of the video, I'm assuming, because, I mean, there was something that came out that was rather intriguing. Let's see. Because I think, I'm trying to find it here now. There was a mention that she didn't actually know how HIV was transmitted. Which is a pinch worrying, considering.
God. Just her fucking cooch is a breeding hole for various types of bacteria.
There we go. Yes.
Heresy's
Apparently,
the
she had
question.
stated a
Fire
while
is the
earlier
answer.
that she did not know that HIV was a sexually transmitted disease. So you would assume that if you're going to, fuck 100 guys, that there would be blood tests involved.
Service guarantee citizenship.
Because, well, duh. But I am no longer quite so certain that such a obvious preventative measure was taken. So
how'd she graduate high school?
I mean, did she? I mean, I guess that's the thing. Like, why should I get a degree? Why should I get educated? Well, some things would actually be useful to know, as it turns out.
Yeah.
There are things school teach you that might be useful, even in the professional whoring job.
Just wait. I'm waiting for the day colleges adds like a whore degree. You have to learn everything about sexually transmitted disease and everything.
I mean,
Can't become an
shit.
OnlyFans
Service
worker until you have your whole degree.
citizenship.
At least it would get them prepared, I guess.
To me,
Would you call yourself a businesswoman?
I don't know about that. People would give me a bit of stick if I said I was a businesswoman, but I guess definitely business-minded.
I would call you a businesswoman.
Thanks. A lot more people would use the word just.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, I literally, I've never really cared what people think. It doesn't really bother me.
again, they're like, I don't really care what people think about me.
I have such a supportive like family and friends.
Oh, hold on.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, I literally, I've never really cared what people think. It doesn't really bother me. I have such a supportive like family and friends.
I have such a supportive family and friends.
Man.
There,
Oh
that's
yeah,
a-
I did see in a super chat that someone said that her mom handles her
Heresy's
finances.
the question.
That's
Fire
a-
is the answer.
It's a very open-minded family.
And what they think about me is so much more important than what strangers think about me.
I mean, I can't even... no.
Come on in. Hi.
Hey, I'm Josh.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So tall, isn't it?
Is your PA?
Yes, yeah.
So how many people are there in Team Lily?
8, 9?
There's 9.
I don't know. Yeah, quite a... I think I'm 9 now. Yeah, 9 now. Yeah.
9 payroll members of staff.
Yeah.
Okay, so she has 9 people on payroll for this. 9 people. I mean, fuck.
Wait, hold on. 9 people that are just putting all of this together for her, or 9 people that she collects money from and she's a pimp?
Well, I guess that's the question, but 9 people on staff, on, like, Team Lily, I guess. Like, at that point, she is a businesswoman. Fuck, she employs more people than I do. Like, shit, 9 people. It's... I don't know whether to be mildly horrified or proud, honestly. It's like 9 people. Okay, what's the average... salary. Average salary in Britain. Let's see. The average salary in Britain is about £36,000. So basically, she's spending somewhere just short of like £360,000 a year on salary alone for her 9 employees. Yeah, £330,000 on salaries. I mean, shit. I'm impressed in a way.
Oh, 9 people that handle her finances, editing videos, finding men for her videos.
Finding her men. I'm
hope that
presuming other
includes that.
professionals, or are they just like roaming the streets going like, hello?
Hello, sir. Would you like to be in a YouTube video today? Oh, yeah, sure. What is it? Sleep with this woman. Huh?
Fuck, hey, it's clearly lucrative. She's paying nearly, like, over £250,000 in salary. Booming business, what can I say?
You are a businesswoman. I've seen you say on podcasts and things before that your family and your parents are proud of you and what you've achieved.
Well, my parents knew straight from the start, like, about what I was doing. Yeah, I was just very open with it. Obviously, at the start, they were a bit apprehensive because they want me to be safe and
Yeah.
they want me to make good decisions and stuff like that.
I don't know if you have made good decisions. I feel like I might question that one, but the fact that her family is fine with this baffles me. It's like, really? Like, none of them had any objections here? Nobody tried to argue the morality of this situation? They were just like...
It's like at this point in, you know, God's blessed years of 2024, if, you know, they held, like, any opposition to it, she probably would have cut them out completely. And what parent wants their child to completely cut them out?
I guess...
Maybe
yeah.
maybe they tricked themselves into being proud. It's like, it's okay. It's a normal thing. It's okay. Dad's probably crying in the bathroom at least 3 times a day.
I mean, yeah, like, if you have the choice between, okay, abandon your child or be okay with them being a whore, I guess, like, man, that's baffling.
I just think I can't hold myself back and do something that I'm scared what other people might think.
Your parents must be very sort of forward-thinking and open-minded, which is great, because I think...
Yeah.
Forward fucking thinking. I love how we're kind of just assuming this is a progressive thing now as well. It's like, well, your
Fire
parent
is the
must be
answer.
very forward-thinking. Is it really forward-thinking to be like, yeah, I'm pretty fine with my daughter fucking 100 dudes in a day? That's pretty progressive of me.
It's like I can't imagine any
Service
parents
guarantees
being okay with
citizenship.
this unless they did stuff to her when she was younger and selling stuff.
I
Yeah.
we really are talking progress at any cost now, aren't we? It's like, what
Heresy
even
is the
is
question.
progress
Fire
anymore?
is
'Cause,
the answer.
I mean, back in the day, progress was like a technological advancement. It was going to the moon. It was building better cars, better fridges, building a better society. Now progress is, oh, yeah, you gotta be
Heresy
fine
is
with
the
your
question.
daughter fucking
Fire
100
is the
dudes on
answer.
camera. You're a bigot. Like, Jesus, we have come a long way from the flying fucking cars.
It's just it's like I can only assume the fucking worst with
Heresy
her
is the
parents if
question.
they are
Fire is
very
the answer.
supportive of this, because like I've seen enough, like, you know, criminal investigations. I've seen enough news articles to where the girls that are way like overly sexual when they're adults, they're usually sexually abused as children. And if they're proud of her to like film herself and do this, allegedly, not assuming anything, just putting it out there, what if they did the same to her when she was a kid? Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't levy any aspersions, but I mean, I suppose it is theoretically possible that she's just really fond of fucking, I guess, but
She could have a sex addiction too.
Heresy is the question.
that
could
is
be it as
actually a
well.
thing.
The
Yes,
answer.
that it is.
Yeah.
There is actually a possibility of that she is mentally ill in that way, because there are people who are actually addicted to sex. That is a thing.
Yeah, but it's like even then, a lot of people
Service
try to get
guarantees
treatment for that.
citizenship.
But it's like I think there's one VTuber, I believe, that actually has a diagnosis of that type of thing. But I don't know the interworking details of what her treatment plan is as well. But a lot of people would want to get that kind of shit in order.
You'd think, but some see a lucrative business opportunity. Okay, a lot of super chats. Thank you very much, guys, by the way. I will take a brief intermission already. God, we're only 5 minutes in, Jesus Christ. To try and keep on top of it. Zero Firewater, $100. Thank you very much, sir. For Ninua, how would you feel, Lumlum, if you found out that Trish had sex with 100 dudes, like Destiny dreams of? Also, Lumlum, this is all on the back of women. Men get shouted down and shamed for stopping women from being whores.
I hate women. I really do. I even have it advertised on my fucking YouTube bio saying semi-professional woman-hating woman. I hate them. I fucking do. Fuck them.
And how would you feel if Dev had sex with 100 guys in a day?
What, would you be surprised?
Little, yeah. I'd be like, Dev, I didn't think you had it in you. Well, now I've had it all in me, Arch. Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, I think you'd get an invitation in the mail.
Thank you, Lum Lum. I didn't need that.
Heresy is the question. Fire
It's
is
all
the answer.
decorated with like nice floral patterns and everything.
Wow, I think I'm gonna be.
Like a wedding invite.
I think I'm gonna be commissioning more anti-Lum Lum art now.
No, stop.
I think we're gonna. God, we barely get started with the super chats, and already Lum Lum gets on the offensive. Right, hold on. I had one finished just the other day, which I suppose
No, not that one. No.
I suppose we can slot in there whilst we're doing all of this. I had to make my own Lum Lum folder.
Service
There we
guarantees
go.
citizenship.
No. I hate that torture style is so cute too. I hate it.
We'll let Lattimore stay up there for a little while to teach her a valuable lesson about acting out.
God damn it.
Hexy, Leighton Dev. Oh, Dev. Nightmare, how do I sign up for the 1,000-man waitlist? I'm sure I think she mentioned you have to be a member of her OnlyFans, so, just slide on over there, I guess. Adam Unfriended, in today's age of information and technology, for $50, by the way, thank you very much, we should conduct more studies on pair bonding to show women on an emotional and intimate level that promiscuity or lack of virginity may not lead to a happy relationship, as one study already suggested. Unironically, yes, we definitely should be doing studies on this. Like, okay, hiccups, okay. Are there any noticeable mental effects from just fucking 100 guys in a day? Like, measure their blood level. Like, are you overflowing with stress hormones right now? You know?
I mean, seeing screenshots of what she looks like after everything's done, you could tell there is some mental degradation. Yeah, that one. She's not there anymore. She is a husk.
And also, if you shall be donating today, remember, we are doing the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines playthrough this December, and people are currently arguing over the clan, with Ventru having 123, Tremere 250, and Malkavian a mere $2. You can also pick any of the other clans except for Nosferatu. So, and you can add that to any donation, in case you want to, or of course there's also the calendar going on as well. Reverend Norse, I see why you're going to start a show with Sargon, since you guys once again stream at the same time. Also, I am no Puritan, but by the gods. Ventru. Sargaruni. Oh, shit. Is he streaming about this too? Stealing my ideas again.
Is this 2 for 2?
Yep. But yes, we're definitely doing the Sargaruni show in the future. Next year. Marksman 17p, Lumi needs to Duolingo Spanish instead of Japanese. I agree.
No.
Blaze Stone, catching up with Snoot. Remember, Lum Lum, Barter's tastes are questionable. 50% objective, 50% skill. I mean preference. Angel from Borderlands. Angel.
His choices are something, that's for...
Smudgy, for Lum Lum's poor innocence being corrupted. Well,
I mean... I will assure you, I don't have innocence. I am a fucking degenerate, but Arch is beating me out on the fucking degeneracy games as of late.
Yeah, Lum Lum thought she was twisted. She's learning the truth. Dizwiz, do you really eat that painted jello for meals, Arch? Of course. Well, it tastes awful, but yes. Obakoi, Arch, you should play Dominion 6 with Lumi like you did Anno, since you like the Tortilla factions. Pick a trampling pretender to appease the foot fetish.
What?
Oh, God. Okay. If we manage to successfully teach her Solium Infernum, I'll try to teach her Dominions. Oh, boy. Hexy, OnlyFans is empowering the empowered woman. I mean, victimizing yourself is about the most powerful thing you can do, I guess. Reality Backhand, pop quiz for Lumi. The FA-18 Super Hornet has 2 variants, the Foxtrot and the Echo. What are the difference? Bonus points if Arch knows.
What?
The
Something about a bee?
Hornet, actually.
Service guarantee.
Why are they weaponizing hornets?
Well, it was a cool name.
Okay, so it's not actual hornets?
No, not a real hornet. Only kind of like a make-believe pretend hornet.
Are they like planes?
They are a plane, yes.
Does one go faster than the other? One used for more direct combat rather than like carrying stuff?
Carrying stuff?
Yeah. Like fucking supply planes. Or like ones specifically for like dropping bombs and shit like that.
Well, sort of. They don't do a whole lot of carrying stuff, normally. But I do believe the difference is it air superiority and ground assault? Because it is a multi-purpose plane, but even I'm not sure about the Foxtrot Echo. I would assume so, because Foxtrot is usually the designation for air-to-air combat.
Mm.
The real
Oh, yeah, I
Zartax.
don't know shit. You're
Imagine
welcome,
not
chat. You look
having
very
milk
proud
in
of me.
cartons like civilized people. Absolute barbarians and uncultured swine. I don't know about that. Most next one, Ariel. Hey Arch, from here on out, I won't be sending you any cash whenever Dev is on. Sorry, but he crossed the huge line to me, and God has forgive him first. God has forgive him first. I'm looking forward to Dev's response videos, and we'll see. And he finally gets around to attacking back like I've told him to. Boycott Bottom Plus. Smells of daddy problems. Perhaps.
Well, unfortunately, doesn't seem like it. It's her parents support her, I guess.
Hexy, no matter how much you justify your actions, whether you are religious or not, sin or immoral things will weigh you down. Prime example, this woman. I mean, I guess that's the question, right? That's what we need to do studies on. Like, can you be, as she described herself, an enormous slut, and be happy at the same time? Or does that fuck with your psyche?
I don't know, guess we'll see towards the end of the video, because she looked like a broken woman.
And Scarfy the Strange, I think this beats Lisa Sparks' 50 guys. It does, but the record is still 1,000, so... I think, 1,900 something. Hexy, the begone thought principle. It is universal. The Zartag, how the fuck is the guy's fault for doing what she's asking them to? They always find a way to blame men for women's choices, don't they? Talker.
Service guaranteed
Yep.
citizen.
No, I see it.
They should have sat her down and put her through a therapy session like, are you sure you want to do this to yourself? But then they'll be like, wow, why are they trying to talk her out of something she really wants to do? How misogynist. And it's like, they can never win.
How dare you think you know better? And Michael Frost says her mother is managing her finances, so... Yeah, if that is true, which I do not know, I can neither confirm nor deny, that is sus as fuck. That is weird. Alright, go get back to it. Let's...
Yeah.
If I told my parents that I was the UK's biggest cum, they probably they wouldn't like that. Show me the
Service
set.
guaranteed
The
citizen.
set. Where the magic
set.
happens.
What's this?
I was trying to train my dog how to use it to like get so she needs.
Oh, so that's not for.
No, it's not for like sexual purposes. Don't you worry. Are you into any of that like kinky stuff?
Not massively. No judgment. But like I haven't done much kinky stuff.
No, I usually just like get my little camera, pop it on there. I mean, it's usually quite easy. And then it depends if we're doing like we usually talk through if we want to do like a storyline.
Yeah.
Or just more of like a Gonzo video.
She can't even get like a good camera. It's a cheap ass fucking Canon. If you're doing this for your job, at least get like a professional goddamn camera. Jesus.
But why, if the Canon does it well enough... Oh.
That is the saddest little thing I have ever seen. God.
It's just a little Canon, yeah.
What's a Gonzo video?
Just normal, like just the actual part. I'd rather do it like this where I prop it up, or like have my assistant film it for me, because then you can usually get a bit better angles if like someone else is moving it.
And that's not like awkward, like having her film it or anything.
No, not at all.
Did she say her sister films it?
Assistant.
Okay,
Yes.
I was about to say, please don't tell me this is a family affair.
I mean, sure, yeah, you'll get better angles like that.
This is like my toy drawer.
Hall of the Mountain King begins playing. Okay, right, we're going to see some stuff now.
Okay.
I'll get some out for you. You'll be shocked as to what goes up my ass.
I'm afraid that's.
You'll be shocked as to what's going up my... Yeah, no, that's a traffic cone. Right. That goes up her
Heresies.
her ass, does it?
Fire is the
Damn.
answer.
Like we can see her ass off to the right there. I'm amazed it fits.
It's called anal training for a reason. They have sets for that. Like they have legitimate like butt plug sets that
Service
slowly go
guarantees
up in
citizenship.
size. Do you know how many of those I had to pack at Amazon when I worked there? They weren't like discreetly boxed either. They were just fucking there in a plastic bag. And I'm like,
Heresy's the question. Fire is
Sensei
the answer.
Lum Lum is giving us the lowdown.
dude, I seen the fucking weirdest shit at Amazon. But the one order that I packed that I still remember clear as fucking day that I had to do, it was back to school season. So it was a box just full of school supplies for their elementary school aged kids. You could tell by what kind of school supplies it was. And then it was also a bunch of sex toys and shit going into that exact same goddamn box. I wish I could have separated them, but they said no, it's the same order. We gotta pack them together. And I'm just like, oh no.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Well, as they say, if it fits, it sits.
No! Gotcha.
Alright, okay, traffic cone.
That's just a cone.
It's a hefty thing. Go.
Oh, well, this it's soft. Okay, well, that's better, I guess. That's
Well, yeah.
something.
You can tell by the material that it's softer, but
I
it's still
Heresy's
sturdy.
the question. Fire
Lum
is
Lum,
the
unfortunately,
answer.
this is an area where you have significantly more expertise than me. I cannot tell
I don't
the
have
softness.
any expertise. You can tell what the material is just by how the sun is hitting it.
Can you? Is this normal
Yes!
chat? Okay, very well.
Oh, either hole.
No, I can't.
These are more like my toys. Before I do a shoot, I'll wear like a plug all day. This is more for like girl on girl
Yeah,
stuff.
it's got the double end.
This one's another like big kind of one.
Looks angry. Looks like Smog from The Hobbit.
Smog.
Is the
Don't
dragon.
ruin the Hobbit
It's more
for
like
us.
a toy, but it's quite cool.
Heresy's the question.
I'm
Fire is the
kind of
answer.
amazed that there aren't any actual. That's a lot of dicks. That there aren't any bad dragon monster peens coming out of that closet there. Remarkably poorly
I
arranged
think
closet
that's
too.
the.
Heresy's the
I
question.
think that's the
Fire
one
is
he was
the answer.
commenting about. It looking like smog.
Cool because you can put that in and it's like see-through and you can obviously see inside your hole.
Which is
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Oh, fucking god. He looks like he wants to shrivel up and die.
Hey there, sailor. Wanna come back home and look at my asshole? Oh boy. I don't know. Is that cool? Like, I mean, I don't think you could really see that much because surely it's dark in there unless it has lights attached to it. Like, do you bring up a
Imagine it having-
flashlight?
Service guarantees citizenship.
No, imagine it has like a bunch of little LEDs they could just flick on and it just lights up like a little Christmas tree.
Like, yeah, exactly, like a little Christmas tree, like red and green lights, and they flash intermittently. Alrighty then. I have never been curious about what is up a chick's asshole. I will happily admit that is not a thought that has crossed my mind, but well, if anyone is interested, there are toys available for that, so, there you go.
which is obviously great.
These ones are always fun because they get like all types of bodily liquids like in there. Vibrators, very relatable. Normal kind of looking ones.
Right.
Strap on, tail, double
Tail,
toy
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, he's got a bum. Thank you for showing us.
No worries.
After showing
That
you her
was-
eclectic collection.
Oh, she doesn't even live in a house.
No, she lives in an apartment, a fancy fucking one though, in the middle of London. Like, I guarantee you that costs a lot of money.
I hope she has like stuff for sound reduction so her neighbors can't hear her.
Oh, God, can you imagine being the neighbors there for like 24 hours, like thump, 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 thump? God damn you!
Or at least she has like the, decency enough to rent out the other apartments around her so no one can hear her in the middle.
Ah, she probably has the money.
election, Lily invited me to join her for a stroll on the King's Road to find an outfit to wear for her upcoming big day of sleeping with 100 men.
What would be the demographic of guy that would recognize you normally?
I'd say more of
Service guarantees
says that mean
citizenship.
more like a chabby,
Okay.
younger guy, and not ones that you'd find in Chelsea, I don't think.
Right.
Chabby younger guy. Okay. You know, I'm sort of kind of surprised by that. You think, but I don't know. You'd think that the
Heresy's the
majority
question.
market
Fire
for
is the answer.
OnlyFans girl would be like, I don't know, the classic pervert picture, like fat, ugly guy. I don't know.
Well, he did ask like what she thinks her demographic is. I don't know if OF shows the age demographic of the people watching her.
I would think it does, because it's got to, surely it must keep track of that for legal reasons, right?
I don't know. It's like, again, I really don't know. You'd have to ask an OnlyFans whore if they know the answer to that, or ask Kibbs. One of the two.
Yeah, Kibbs would know. His throat still hurts from his previous gangbang too.
Service guarantees citizenship.
That's why he's coughing so much recently. Too much cock down the throat. It wears on him. He's not a young boy anymore, you know. You can't go for those 50-man gangbangs anymore.
Service
It's too harsh on him.
citizenship.
But it kind of also makes sense, though, like, because we constantly hear about how the dating market is going adundus again and again. Like, it's getting worse and worse, it's getting harder and harder to get into relationships, so I suppose there probably are a lot of horny teenage boys out there who are like, okay, well, how do I find porn, I guess? And I guess this is also more than porn then, because there's the illusion of a relationship. You know, where there's a person, you know their name, they upload like day in the life of videos, etc. You build that parasocial relationship in a way that you don't do with a, Pornhub video, I guess.
But that is so fucking dangerous. It's like, I'm telling you, we're gonna see a modern day Jack the Ripper in the near-ish future, I'm telling you.
Oh.
I don't know. It's like, I mean, yeah, a little bit more. It's like, with how much like people can essentially stalk these women, especially if they have no sense of safety. They're like, oh my god, I'm here today. Oh, if you want, you can see me here. God, just pay me $50. Oh my god. It's like, no. But then people, especially with like air tags and shit like that, you can plant it on people. These women are purposely putting themselves in danger. So it's like, if something happens, I'm sorry, it's their own fault.
I suppose it speaks to just how safe Western society is that we don't have sprees of OnlyFans thoughts getting abducted and sold off all the time, I guess.
To the 100 guys, do you ever think about what it would be like if you ran into one of them in the streets after that had happened?
When I did 37 guys in a day, I genuinely can't remember any of their faces.
Right.
Or maybe if I saw that, then like...
I can't remember any of their faces. Okay, part of me is, okay, I see it. 37 people. You probably just don't fucking pay attention at that point. But doesn't that also sound a little bit like your mind trying to shelter itself? Like, really, you had an intimate act with 37 people, and they're all a blur. Like, doesn't that sound a little bit like your brain is like, oh god, this is gonna cause some serious fucking trauma. Shut down now. Oh, feels a bit sus.
I recognise them. But
Yeah.
if I don't find someone attractive, I struggle to like look at them while I'm having sex with them.
But you don't struggle to have sex with them?
No. Before I had
Well, there you go. That answers the question you had, Lum. Like, does she sort the men? No, she just doesn't look at them. Well, it's very egalitarian of her, if nothing else.
so I was never much of a... I actually wanted to wait till marriage at one point. I just used to think it was a real special thing. As soon as I actually did it, I kind of realised that it wasn't special, and also that I just really loved it and really enjoyed it, and that I wanted to do it way more often.
And do you think...
I mean, it is special when you find the right person.
I guess it's. I suppose part of this too is that it's been built up too much. The idea that you gotta keep your virginity. It'll be real magical. And at the end of the day, no, it's probably just gonna really hurt, and you're gonna be sad, and you're gonna be in pain for a while.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I guess that kind of would be extraordinarily disillusional for a young girl who has had all of these dreams of butterflies and rainbows built up in her head, and there she is one day beneath some sports jock thumping into her. It's like, wow, my crotch really hurts.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Where are the rainbows? Where are the unicorns?
Well, it's like it should be taught that like the first time for a woman is a painful process. But it's like once you have found the person that you believe or you're going to spend the rest of your life with, you can make that a special thing. But it's like it's so transactional and so like, oh, it's just a part of everyday life. You can just do it with whoever you want. It just makes it like, that's what causes these people to just be like, oh, well, why should I get married? Or, oh, I can, like, a man will still marry me even if I have, like, a triple-digit body count. And it's like, no, that's...
I think we're far past the triple digits at this point.
And it's like, okay, I will be open and honest here, because it's like, I've only ever did shit with 2 people my whole life. The first one was kind of a manipulation type of thing where it was not good at all. And then I met my boyfriend, and yeah.
Aw, Lum Lum's a pure little girl. That's good, Lum Lum. Lum Lum is morally superior to this woman.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Also, I want to point out, this is like the 4th sports car we're passing now. Like, the place she lives in must be like the bougiest fucking place imaginable. Like, people here just park their Ferrari on the street, like, yeah, so I have something to go to the store with, I guess. As Shan says, when she finds the right group of 7 or 8 guys, that's when she'll settle down.
Your partner one day will be someone from the industry, most likely, or?
Yeah, I talk about this a lot with my parents because that's the one thing I guess they worry about is like...
I'd fucking worry about that too.
You ever find a boyfriend?
Yeah.
But there's so many guys out in the world. I think, one poor bastard's got to marry me. I rather think it's going to be someone from the industry or someone who is into lending me out.
Lending you out?
Yeah.
Lending her out. Okay, so I at that point, why are you marrying this chick? Well, if you're really, really into just getting cucked, I guess it's the dream date, I suppose. And hey, you'll be financially stable, I'd presume. I mean, she's got to have some serious bank at this point, so there's that. But God, imagine that conversation. Like, okay, you want to get married then? Yeah, sure, but I'm still gonna fuck other guys. Does that not defeat the purpose somewhat? Like, nah.
I would pity that man so fucking bad. It's like I know of too many fucking people. But like there's this one VTuber that I know that does OnlyFans content who just got fucking married. She's like, "Oh, my husband films all my stuff." And I'm like, "Ugh."
I mean, at that point, why even worry about marriage? Why is marriage something you give a fuck about? Like, if this is your mindset, why is marriage something you still value? Like, this Christian ritual, like, it's weird.
It is.
Yeah, like into hot wife or being a...
We're looking basically for an outfit for you to wear when you have to the 100 guys in one day.
Yeah. These guys have all seen me online, like I can't turn up looking like a hag.
No.
It's cute.
I mean, should just putting in the effort, I guess.
That one or the black one. I could always get both.
Will you just get like one, or will you get like a few?
I might get a couple in case one gets a bit soggy.
It.
Did I hear that right?
Yep.
It can't get soggy?
Yeah, she's just gonna get a spare in case the first one gets a bit soggy.
Ugh.
She's very considerate, this girl. Very considerate.
100%. Since it's to do with the business. That's quite nice. The more of a push-up.
Yeah, I've left Lily to it. Are these men going to be appreciating the time, effort, and dedication that has gone into this? It's not, actually, but I'm filming a video with a girl who's going to be sleeping with 100 guys in one day, and she is picking out her outfit for that day.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor old woman.
Oh, how interesting.
Oh, that poor old woman there. Like, just don't tell them about this. Like, she's out walking her mum or something. Don't. Oh.
You don't have to advertise it. Oh my god.
Does she find them on the internet?
Yes.
This poor human is just like, this is clearly some posh fucking chick from an upper class neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, how interesting. Does she find them on the internet, does she?
It's like, okay, her grandfather, and if that's her mother, and her husband fought in the war for this woman to sleep with 100 men.
This is what my Jimmy died for. Jesus.
So you can apply if you're a subscriber of her OnlyFans, so up to 100 people, and then the whole 100 of them get to have
Gran
one
is
at a
so
time
she's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
on the 19th of October in London.
Oh, and it's on television.
It's
on the telly.
Yes, I'm gonna fucking broadcast this. Oh, God damn it. Oh, laughing too much. Need water. Throw season up. God help me.
Gonna be on the television.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the
Oh
answer.
my god, poor granny, poor rich older woman. Oh no. Oh, that is absolutely fucking terrible.
Heresy's the question.
So
Fire is the answer.
the wrong side of World War II, the granny's inner monologue. Yep. Oh my fucking god.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
My Horror Life, the TV show, sounds like another BBC classic. It does. How rich is she? She's fucking rich. She makes a lot of money. It's like, is Arch dead? Oh, he went to go get a drink of water because he felt like he was going to die already. And we're not even 10 minutes into a 47-minute video. So this is going to be a long stream.
I really need to learn to just bring water with me for this. Jesus.
It's going to be on her OnlyFans.
Oh, I see. She's got to have an early night tonight.
Yeah, she does a lot of
She's got to have an early night.
electrolytes, a lot of sustenance, a lot of fiber.
Okay, lovely.
Okay. Have a great night. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Service guarantees citizenship.
God, that poor old woman.
That slight look down, you could tell he was thinking, I shouldn't have said that.
She
Heresy's the question.
seemed
Fire
kind of
is the
okay with that,
answer.
which I wasn't expecting.
I mean, I guess that's where our society has arrived at now. It's just like, oh yeah, she's gonna fuck 100 dudes in a day. And people are just like, oh, will it be televised?
I mean, it's like, I think she was just being
Service
polite
guarantees citizenship.
to be polite, because especially when this dude's telling you stuff and you can see someone filming it, the last thing you'd want to be is that, latest bigot and slut shamer and stuff on the internet.
I suppose, but Jesus.
Is this one of them fake taxis?
I don't know what's a fake taxi.
You don't know what fake taxi is? Have you never seen like it on Hub? It's called fake taxi, and basically the taxi driver ends up like f***ing the passenger. Yeah. Search it all when you get home.
Don't give the taxi driver ideas. He's gonna commit a crime, especially if he's full. No, I'm not gonna finish that.
But is it a crime if they're filming it?
So far, is this a normal day in the life of Lily Phillips?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm gonna go home now. Do
Yeah.
some content and stuff like that. I'll show you how I go about just filming day to day.
How much does it cost for the video calls?
How much are they? Like 100 per minute.
Per minute?
300 per
£100 per minute for a video call. Damn.
Service guarantees citizenship.
5 minutes, and then 500 for 10 minutes.
Wow.
Do you think a taxi driver would know what a fake taxi was?
Oh, he knows.
Lily agreed to show me the business side of her.
All right. £100 a minute to have a phone call with Lily Phillips. Nice and cheap there.
Operation. OnlyFans might be what she enjoys, but it also provides a hefty paycheck.
Your moneymaker is OnlyFans.
I started an OnlyFans.
$1 million in a day.
£42,000 in one night.
I'm gonna go get some oysters and champagne.
You have your little ones?
They can cry in a Ferrari.
I'll show you my first month. $13,338.
$13,380 for her first
Heresy's
month
the question.
on
Fire is
OnlyFans.
the answer.
So, Jesus, that's a lot of fucking money, isn't it? So if she's kept doing just that, the basis, she'd be earning over $156,000 a year.
Mm.
And in all due likelihood, she earns a lot more now. Because if she's paying, like, £250,000 to £500,000 in salaries, she's probably earning... God, she's probably pulling in £1 million or more a year. Jesus Christ. And I mean, looking at the area she's living in, too, I can definitely believe it. She's a millionaire, as the dude will hint at in a second. Okay, let's see.
Can you give us like any indication as to what a more recent month might look like?
I'll just show you. I don't really want to say if that's okay.
I think it's more money than you might be imagining.
I mean, fuck. This is kind of the issue. How do you make the moral argument now? Like, say, oh, you can't do that. Why? It's not good for you. Oh, he'll check his bank account. I don't know. Looks pretty good for me, honestly. Like, shit. So she's literally probably earning millions, possibly multi-millions a year of like £100 per minute video phone calls and selling videos for lots of money. Like, Jesus. It is genuinely kind of difficult to come up with the moral argument against that. Like, okay, it's gonna hurt you later. It's like, okay, I've been doing this for like 10 years. It hasn't really damaged me yet. Like, oh, but you won't get married. Like, I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire. You don't think I can find myself a boy toy somewhere? It's like, shit.
I hate the timeline we live in.
I mean, again, this is why I really would like to see people do some studies on this stuff to see, like, what are the mental issues that might occur from stuff like this? Because it's kind of difficult to argue against that kind of a paycheck.
And you made me pay for the cab. So you say you're going to do some work today. Like, how are you going to decide what to film this afternoon?
Usually I'm going to prioritize my customs.
Like, they've paid for like a customized request?
Yeah, customized request that maybe I say their name in it or something that they're really into that I don't have already. Sin, what you're up to. Sometimes it's just general conversation. Like, sometimes guys just want to talk.
Have you like...
Sometimes guys just want to talk.
I mean, it's like, okay, I've seen well, not seen. I've heard of men just like calling prostitutes just to like
Heresy is the
talk.
question.
Or they go to
Fire
strip
is the
clubs and they
answer.
hire private strippers to just sit and talk. It's like there's this one woman that was like being interviewed for something, and she said that I don't know if she classified it as her saddest client, but she said that this dude just wanted to talk to someone because he felt like he wanted to off himself. And she just sat there and talked with him, and he just ended up coming back a couple more times just to talk, and after he found like a girlfriend and stuff, he just
Heresy is
stopped
the
going.
question. Fire is the answer.
Well, I suppose what I would probably say is that a lot of these guys would
Service
probably be
guarantees citizenship.
seeking a connection as much as anything else. Due to the ease of getting a hold of just regular pornography, the OnlyFans models are offering something more parasocial, as we mentioned previously. And I guess also it's just that there was a book about this. I cannot remember the title of it, like Girlfriend Experience or something, that talked about the psychology of sex workers. And one of the interesting things they brought up was that for a lot of guys, when they went into like a whorehouse, basically, that was the first time in their entire life that women had hit on them instead of the other way around, because the entire like social dynamic is flipped on its head there. The women in there are there to get paid, and to get that they need to get the customers to select them, and so the women actually have to aggressively go after the men, and therefore for everyone who went in there, it's like, holy shit, well, this has never happened before. And
It's like this can loop back to the male loneliness epidemic that's going on. And especially with how women are right now, constantly saying that a lot of men, like, they don't deserve, to have good things. They don't deserve women. They don't deserve anything. And then that's just going to funnel them to the OnlyFans whores that will profit off of their loneliness and off of their pain. It's sad to see.
yeah, I mean, that is a part of it. So the reason why this has been created is because there are men out there who are... I mean,
Найдется все.
shut up, Yandex, you silly thing. God, I need to uninstall Yandex. But I don't want to use Google either, but Yandex is shit. That... I don't know, like, it's like the entire sexual balance has been thrown so far out of equilibrium now that you have people willing to pay £100 to chat with a girl on the internet. I mean, shit. Well, on we go.
Recognized any of the names in here of people that you might know?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's been some guys like outwardly say like we used to go to school together,
Wow.
or some of like dad's friends and stuff like that.
What?
Some of Dad's friends?
What?
Okay. Wow, that's gotta be weird.
Ugh.
Messaging you.
Yeah. I just try to keep it very professional.
Your version of keeping it professional is sort of the opposite of everyone else's version of keeping it professional.
Yeah.
Have you ever received any scary message on here, that like something that frightened you or made you feel unsafe?
Some people's requests are sometimes way too much. Like I had literally last week, like, can you put a bag over your head and pretend to be like suffocated? It depends obviously on the request, but stuff like that I probably won't do. I don't want to encourage it. Like that for me, I don't think that's doing helping
What if someone
society.
offered you $1 million to do it?
I probably would bend my morals for that, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Interesting. So it's like she does have some standards for what she finds weird, I guess. Huh. I almost felt like at that point, at the point where you're like, yes, I'm going to gangbang 100 guys, like all of your morals would have more or less evaporated at that point, but she still has some things that makes her weirded out. Interesting.
I don't know. She did say that her morals have a price, though.
I mean, true, but most people's morals have a price at some point. Huh. Alright, let me do a couple more of the stupid chats as well. Brandon for $10 on Streamlabs. OnlyFan hit this generation of women like crack hit the black neighborhoods in the 80s. Kiabella. I mean, you're not wrong, are you? You are not wrong. And the worst part is, too, is like, of course, the people who actually reach this level, those who are like, yes, I earn £1 million a year, they are going to be the 0.000 something percent of these people. And meanwhile, thousands of other women are going to ruin themselves for pennies on the dollar, basically.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
So if Firewater, Lum, we don't know if it's a step parent, too. I'm looking forward to Trisha's knife back stabbing everyone to the right of her. 3, Archie, where is Ninua? Ninua, on the placement now. She is at the very top of the second calendar, so she has like 11 slots underneath her, so Ninua should be pretty safe. Let's go. It's strange. How do you fit 100 guys in one TikTok? Well, I mean, logistically, the day has 1,440 minutes, right? And you've got 100 guys, which means that each guy will have 14 minutes and 40 seconds. So, assuming you use the whole 24 hours, I mean, logistically, it isn't that difficult. 14 minutes to stick it in, hump for a bit, pull out, get the other guy in line. Oh boy. Logistically, not that challenging, really. Talatine, if I don't remember wrong, it's not almost 80% of the people who buy OnlyFans older men in dead marriages. And Lum should not take this as a challenge and try to off 100 people with her feet.
Shut up.
Don't kill people with your legs. It's bad for you.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Belial, so I do have an issue with the children can access it. Parents need to do their jobs and monitor the kids' media instead of letting the TV do it. Oh, absolutely. Like, every parent should have an internet meter on their kids' access to the internet to see exactly what they're visiting.
Heresy's the question.
Yeah.
Fire is the answer.
The internet is very easy.
I have that with my kid and stuff. It's like I monitor every site she goes on. I have a lot of sites blocked and stuff. She doesn't have social media because she doesn't want any either, which God bless her. and it's just like you can monitor as much as like, you know, you're able to. But unfortunately, if they like especially when they hit teenagers, they go outside, they go to like, you know, various different places, just hanging out. And there's like, you know, ads, commercials, all this other stuff that is still overtly sexual as well, that you can't exactly escape from, especially if they're on a goddamn billboard.
Yep. Adam Acumen with his kick-ass 2-year tag there. Little Grace here. Valley Girls. Valley Girls. Why, Hayden, have we considered the possibility she's addicted? Yes, Lum did bring that up. Good Lum. Wise Lum.
Fire is the answer.
Lum has taught me lots about anal plugs and sex addiction. I knew I brought you along for a reason, Lum.
God damn it.
So Lux and Doppelganger, I hope she got off at least 50 times in all that. Also, the reason for OnlyFans' success is the dating market. Yeah, like I kind of touched upon just there. Talin Hayabusa has been member for 9 months. Thank you very much, sir. Hopefully she has some money put away for later. Yes. Yeah, no, that's a big deal too, right? Okay. Because you could be earning millions now, but if you're not investing that, if you're not saving that, that's not going to help you. You are going to need to live off that money for the rest of your life. And an OnlyFans ho's career, it's probably not that long. I mean, if you can make it into your, like, what, mid to late 30s, you're probably doing better than most. There's a limit on how long you can show off your coochie to people who are interested. Elsa Sorana, Lum talking about how things were in her day. We know how to treat treat whores back then. Just ask my fellow jurors from the Salem witch trials. Lum would be the one that votes witch on everything.
I mean, hey, as long as I can set fire to the steak, I'll be happy.
See. And also said again, if you want to know what guy in number 23 is thinking, just ask NASA. That's true. NASA knows. Tarantine, let me guess, when she becomes 30, should suddenly want to settle down and have a family, and all people like you, and then they're miserable. By the way, Arch, why China simp when China is collapsing hard inside? Well, because it is conquering our culture. As to whether or not it will collapse from the inside out first, or whether or not it will conquer the entertainment industry, its $1 billion market first, I guess we'll see. And Mr. Ackerman, all this level of Russian roulette. At this level of Russian roulette, we're using an M240B machine gun. Yeah, I'm hoping they mention if they did any security checks, because surely, if you're gonna fuck 100 guys, you ask them, like, hey, medical history, blood checks, because, you know. Sujad, are the people behind this part of the early life ethnicity? But 99% of corn industry is run by big-nosed people. Also, the rates of self-deletion in the industry is actually staggering. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I remember reading some articles a year or so ago about how a lot of, like, ex-porn actresses were like, no, I regret doing that. That was not a good idea. Now, whenever I try to date a dude, he's like, hold on. Haven't I seen you somewhere? Yep. Slightly different angle. Yep.
Yeah, just imagine going on a date and saying, don't I recognize you from somewhere? That's when you need to just abort that date. It's like, nope.
Don't I recognize you? Yeah, it's probably from Gangbangers 3. I was the white chick buried underneath 75 pounds of penis. Thrill Zartax, Dad, I want to destroy my soul and leave myself irreversibly damaged. Sure, daughter, you have fun. That's a progressive father, what can I say? Father Jack the Enlightened, with her career choice, I am calling single mother. Maybe. Michael O'Mani, have you seen the comment? They all defend her.
Service
F me. I haven't. We're gonna look at the comments afterwards, though. And Rasmus 0211, only a Arch subscription. You know what? We can negotiate that, chat. Markiplier did it.
No.
Markiplier did it, I can do it. I think you'll be disappointed,
What?
though.
You're gonna do an Arch Tasteful Nudes calendar?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, wearing, like, only a bearskin rug or something, holding a sword. We could do that,
sure
chat.
Chat would buy the physical versions of that more than the pinup calendar, for sure.
Oh, God, I hope not. And Sinestro Coleman, how much of a disappointment do you have to be for your family to be okay with you being a whore? I mean, that's a good point. Maybe she has a brother who's like a doctor or something, and the family at dinner just like, oh, you're a doctor now. Congratulations, darling. Oh, Jess, hi. What did you do recently? Fucked 100 guys. Oh, I see. Like, just nods along. Like, oh, God, at least one of our children turned out right. Okay, onwards.
You've got spreadsheets. This is incredible. I can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't a businesswoman at one point. You've got a spreadsheet.
This guy has paid for a bottle of spit in a 6-minute video.
You did what?
Excuse me.
Huh?
Me too. You've got spreadsheets. This is incredible. I can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't a businesswoman at one point. You've got a spreadsheet.
This guy has paid for a bottle of spit in a 6-minute video.
A bottle of spit.
A bottle of spit and a 6-minute video.
You did what, sorry?
Wait, hold on.
A bottle
Pause
of
again.
spit. Just me like spitting into a
No,
bottle.
like,
And is he going to receive that? Or?
Yeah, I'll send it in the post.
Lily invited us.
she can send a bottle of spit to somebody, but Belle Delphine couldn't send totally, definitely, oh my God, real gamer girl bathwater.
I mean, the biological hazards are significant here, so I don't think that's legal. In fact, I'm almost certain that's not legal, but a bottle of spit. Oh, that makes Okay, you know what? I don't want to drink my water anymore. I'm just gonna put that over there.
To observe the creation of a custom one of her subscribers had paid $300 for.
So the guy's asked for a off instruction, and he wants it kind of.
A what? $300 for a.
Receive that or?
Yeah, I'll send it in the post.
Lily invited us to observe the creation of a custom one of her subscribers had paid $300 for.
So the guy's asked for a off instruction, and he wants.
Cough instruction? Cuck instruction? Oh.
I don't know.
Kind of a dog style, so a little bit more like me telling him what to do. And he's asked for me to wear a black bikini and some high heels. So I'm sure we've got one in here somewhere. I mean, this one's extremely skimpy, so I'm sure he'll like that.
Okay, well good luck.
Thank you.
All the best. Are you? Is it that you're going to get him to eat his own semen?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay. Right. Very well.
This is the. If she ever gets married, this is just going to be the exact situation her husband's going to be in, just sitting right outside of the door. You're doing great, honey. Shut up! I need silence.
Heresy's the question.
Oh,
Fire
God.
is the answer.
Could we stop it with the eating fetishes, please? Like this doesn't work well with Archer's constitution, okay? I can accept a lot of degeneracy, but can we stop it with this? Please.
Archer's tummy is gonna hurt. He's gonna want to go throw up.
Can we
Fire
not? Fucking vomitous.
And okay.
You ready to be my pathetic little loser for the next 3 minutes?
For the next 3 minutes.
Look at that face. That is a face of a defeated man, and he hardly knows this woman.
That's like, oh God, I can't zoom in on it. I'm fucking sad. For the.
Oh, hold on. Keep it on there real quick. Move your mouse. I'll take a screenshot for you.
It's like. Yeah, no, I think he's ready to be your pathetic little loser for the next 3 minutes. He paid $300 for that. Like I'd feel pretty sad at that point.
I feel sad for the fucking interviewer. I don't feel bad for the dude because he willingly paid that much money. Here you go. Use that as you please.
How? I don't know
Heresy's
if
the
I.
question. Fire is the
I don't know if
answer.
I want to know anymore. I don't know. I think this was a mistake.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Jesus. Okie dokie.
I want to take it and eat it.
Well done. Thanks for being my loser. Bye.
That was very interesting.
It's kind of fun. You're kind of like playing an acting role.
Yeah.
In a sense.
What Lily had shown.
Yep, that's that's exactly like acting. Yeah, no, I am on board. All actors are whores, and we should abolish the profession. Dead on. Fucking Jesus.
Heresy's the question.
Shown us so far was
Fire
fairly
is
in
the
keeping with
answer.
most creators on OnlyFans. However, what she was planning to do in a couple of weeks' time had never been seen before.
Actually, that's Jesus. Okay. Right.
This is where the
Service
applications are
guarantees
coming through.
citizenship.
Where the guys have messaged him. I had it switched off for a little bit, so it's just.
Wants
So
to
how
be
are you doing this?
used
You put out a phone number.
fucking
Yeah.
gas station
And-
bathroom.
Well,
People
there's
can just apply.
there's
Yes,
plenty of
I'll-
people who are
Heresy's the
interested.
question. Fire is
turns
the
out-
answer.
God, I mean, she's not unattractive, but I don't think I'd want to at that point. I don't know. There are some places where PP should not go. There are some limits. There are some exceptions to Shadman's every hole's a goal rule, and I believe this is one of them.
It's like this woman is gonna have to stuff her little lower cheeks into a bathing suit because they're gonna want to just lay out the side of them.
A little Twitter post, and all you do always have to send in a
Thanks.
photo of your whole new ID.
Heresy's the
Your
question.
ID. So this
Fire
guy's
is
from
the
Belgium.
answer.
He is 32. Oh, he's from Barbados. Jesus, we're going global.
Is this just going to be completely random as to how you pick them?
Yeah. Like we said, we prioritize the ones who have STI checks. Yeah, I guess the only thing I'm nervous for is like
Best
Service guarantees
diet
citizenship.
checks? Diet checks?
I don't know. I don't understand the British and their weird ass accent. Hey,
Well, then
Jesse
have a
Jinx,
good
if
time
in your
watching.
chat, translate.
make sure they enjoy themselves and don't come away from it like, oh, I feel disgusted or that wasn't fun. 2006.
Oh my god,
So
how
what's
does that make him? So 18.
18, yeah. I mean, he does look 18, doesn't he? Hey there, I know I'm late, but would love to you and lose my virginity.
Oh my god. Really? Dude, at that point, just fuck a whore. Just, just
she said STI checks.
oh, STI. Okay, so there are. So she is doing. But wait, she prioritizes those with. So she'll take those who don't, but she'll.
Heresy's the question.
But she'll
Fire
prioritize
is
the
the
ones
answer.
with. Oh, okay. Okay. Very well, but. Like this guy, so an 18-year-old guy is like, "Hey, Jess, I'd love to fuck you and lose my virginity." Like, bro, at that point, just get a whore. At that point, there's at least it'll be a private experience.
And also, like, she's trusting these dudes to get a STI check and like just take a picture of it. Do you know they can lie?
I mean,
because it's not like she's going to be like, okay, you want to take the test, spit in this bucket, and I'll get it tested for you. I doubt she's doing that.
I mean, there are official medical documents for this, so if
Yes,
if
but
I
you
was
can
ever in the
fake
position,
documents as well.
if I was ever in the position to try and figure out how to fuck 100 women, okay, I'm not gonna say guys because I'll get clipped. Screw you, YouTube. I would demand blood tests and everything. I would need documentation. I would need a note from the hospital saying like, yeah, we checked them. Well, you're clean. Of course. Jesus Christ. No, don't. It's dumb.
He actually said loose my virginity. To get his spelling fixed.
I think other people in the industry definitely look down on me for doing this, but I think at the end of the day, people.
Really?
The fact that you're getting looking down on by other whores, you know you hit a new low.
There's a whore pecking order?
There is a whore pecking order, actually.
I suppose that makes sense. I'm just, again, I never thought about that.
Okay, any like job or space that is dominated by women, you know there is going to be a pecking order very quickly established. There will always be a hierarchy. And they will always be willing to stab each other in the backs to be the better one. It's just, it's high school, but they still do it.
All right, the whore hierarchy.
People forget that it's also my fantasy.
Fire
and this
is
is
the
also
answer.
something that I'm really enjoying and want to do and have wanted to do before I was even in the industry.
Really? Really? Like, even before the industry, she was like, God, I really want to get gangbanged by 100 dudes. Okay.
What's your dream when you grow up? Oh, well, you know, insert a various expletives here. I don't know what those words mean.
Like, I want to own a very large dildo collection to be ran through by 100 men once. Okay.
Filming was interrupted briefly by a phone call from Lily's mother. Apparently, she calls Lily every day.
You gotta make sure she's still alive and
Heresy's the
didn't get
question.
stabbed by a
Fire is
stalker
the
or some
Yes,
shit.
I was about to say, is that like a health check or something? Hello, Lily. You still alive? Yes, mother. Right.
Mum always call me every day. What have you been up to today? I'm just getting railed. What are you?
What the fuck? Hi, Mom. What have you been up to? Oh, you know, just getting fucked. What the familial relationship?
No, they're just sort of checking in on me.
God, I feel like cue the sad music now.
You've obviously spoken to your parents about this, right?
I actually haven't. My parents know what I do, but I'm not on the phone to them every day going, oh, you know, I just got DP'd, I'm 17 guys today, or this and that. They don't need to know the logistics.
Thank you. That's a small mercy, at least. Not forcing them to see how the sausage is made is nice.
Of course.
I do feel a little bit like embarrassed being like, Mom and Dad, I'm 100 guys.
Why?
I guess because it's not really what my parents would have wanted me to do. Doesn't mean to say my parents are like going to disown me or hate me or anything like that. I just don't want them to think less of me, you know?
They already do. They already do.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so you do find this distasteful to a degree. Like, it's not like you're 100% fine with it. You understand that this is probably pretty weird. Well, I mean, I guess that's natural.
Like, we can still be like very close and stuff like that, but I just don't think they need to know like exactly every single detail.
Yeah, but they'll find out, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, this is the thing I think with like my like career and stuff like that. We're not sat here talking about, oh, I filmed this with today, or you know, I filmed this, because there's just no need. I remember my dad saying like, my friends talked about you, like seeing you on mobile or something like that, and they know, but like there's just no point in being like, oh, you know, I'm doing this or doing that.
Yeah. Are there days where you second guess it ever?
Not particularly. There are days where
Heresy's the question.
Sat here on a Sunday.
Fire is the answer.
I am feeling a little bit more lonely. My friends have all got boyfriends, and I'm like, you know, I see a comment and people are like, God, no one's ever going to marry you or something like that, and that can definitely like make me feel a little bit like, oh God, have I chose the wrong career? But like, I just totally love my job. But just like people talking about your body constantly, how you look, every day someone like picking at you, I think that's the hard part. And also just the pure fact that people think so much less of you. Yeah. Before anyone ever meets you, they already perceive you to be something.
I mean,
that's
I
the
get
stigma
you
behind it. It's like, okay, it's like I see this so much with like, I know I'm looking through this more through a VTuber whore perspective, because those are the ones that I see the fucking most on my goddamn timeline. But they're like, oh, I don't like when people sexualize me. I don't like when people, you know, comment on my body. I don't like when men randomly send me dick pics. And it's like, girl, you post your ass, you post nudes. You're like, oh my God, follow my OnlyFans if you want to see this. No, people do not care what you think. You are selling yourself as a product. You are a product. You are no longer a person to a lot of these people. That is the risk. That is what you brought upon yourself. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah, because her argument, oh, people judge me before they know me. I mean, I understand. I'm sure you're a lovely person, but they know you're a whore. Like that is not them judging you like, oh, you whore. No, that is your profession. It's like when people meet me, it's like, oh, you're a YouTuber. Like, yeah, I can't really deny it. That means you're a lazy, fat git. Like, yep, pretty much. It's like,
Heresy's the question.
It's like the mask is cracking here a little bit. She's no longer upbeat about it. She looks kind of just sad, because it's very clear that she now is understanding that what she's doing is pretty insane. And she herself is not completely above the morality of it. Like how she's been saying all the time, like, oh, I don't really care what anyone thinks about it, etc. It's clear she does. And it's clear that she understands that this probably isn't a virtuous or a good thing. But she's gaslighting herself, in essence, into being like, well, yeah, but I am earning like £1 million, so...
I think now I'd find it hard to make friends in terms of like real friends that really just see me for who I am and not like, gosh, like pop star online, whatever, this kind of like persona.
Yeah.
Also just like all of social media, like everyone is preying on your downfall. Banks don't allow you to bank with them. You're in.
Service
Really?
guarantees citizenship.
Banks? Really? Now, that actually surprises me a little bit. Are banks even allowed to deny services?
I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into the banks and stuff. It's like I know with like content creation in general, in terms of like, you know, trying to get an apartment and stuff. Some apartments will deny you and everything because they don't see content creation as like a real job, because it's not a stable source of income. It is income that can fluctuate heavily, and they don't want to take a risk of, like, you know, you falling off or losing your stuff, and then you can no longer pay rent. I can see, like, with stuff like that, where there's also just kind of like, yeah, no, we don't want you in our apartment or whatever. I don't know what the bank is about. That's something that I'm probably gonna have to look into.
I mean, I can see the argument, but I think that's decidedly unfair. Like, fuck you, the bank. You are a utility in this day and age.
Heresy's
You
the
must have a
question.
bank. Everyone
Fire's the
must have a
answer.
bank. Like, no, shut up. You will accept this woman's money.
Oh yeah.
I find her a bit morally repugnant, but I don't give a fuck. Bank, do your job.
And someone says payment processors refuse porn-related businesses, hence the industry
Service
had to
guarantees
make its
citizenship.
own. So yeah, it's like, because you're aware of what like Visa and MasterCard is doing, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they're not banks, they're payment processors, which is, you know, a different. I do think payment processors should be considered banks, mind you, and held to all of the same standards, but at the moment.
In the UK, the banks can deny on moral values. US banks less so, but can still be on a case-by-case basis.
Damn, like, no, I don't agree with that at all. Like, fuck you. Everyone needs a bank in this day and age. It is something that people need to exist in modern society. You shall be forced to allow anyone who wishes to utilize your services to do so. Same for payment processors, bear you in mind.
Instagram's trying to get shut down. Like, you know, it's just like the little things that just like, no one likes what you do. And
that's it. I will actually defend her there. Like, okay, no. She's chosen this for better or worse. Other people shouldn't be interfering with it. Trying to shut people down, censoring or banning it. I do not agree. This is a societal problem that needs to be solved on a societal level. And banning it will not allow it. It will not make it go away. The moment you start morally enforcing virtue via bans is the moment that you yourself lose the moral superiority over those who you desire to ban.
everyone just thinks less of you, basically.
I see that you've kind of like taken on the word like and almost owned it in a way.
Yeah, 100%. I don't mind being called. I'm sleeping with 100 guys in a day. That is the definition of a surely.
Service guarantees
Would you refer to yourself as a feminist?
Yeah. At the end of the day, doesn't feminist mean like you just want equal rights for boys and girls? And
Oh boy, darling, we could
Oh boy.
go on a tangent here. Because of course, okay, her definition of a feminist is the old school definition of a feminist, the pure definition of feminist. It's simply just like, I want equal rights, where congratulations, you don't need to be a feminist anymore. That has already been achieved. That isn't even feminism, that is merely just egalitarianism. What feminism means today, of course, is not equal rights. Feminism today is transgenderism, it's sex positivity, it's the idea that gender is a social construct and so on. We've tacked on so many parts to feminism after the large-scale defeat of the traditional feminists in the mid-2010s, etc., or 2020s, that now it's a completely different political direction. And obviously, I don't expect this chick to know the first thing about that. I mean, Jesus. But her definition of feminism is not exactly on point.
yeah, I do what I want and I do it because I enjoy it. I think there are obviously some women that maybe go into it because they have to or need the money and stuff like that, or they're kind of coached into it by men. But my personal experience is I've only ever felt empowered by the fact that I'm making money off something that I think guys will do anyway. Like, guys are always going to sexualize me, so I may as well try and profit off that bit.
I mean, not all guys are going to sexualize you.
Some of them are going to be gay. That's true.
Yep.
But no, because what we're talking about here too is the radical old school feminists as well. The idea of you cannot act out in a way that make women look bad because we are women as a class, not women as individuals, but as a movement, which is why, an old school feminist would condemn the shit out of what she's doing here.
I don't really know. I think I mean, I'm not, maybe not all guys, but would. I mean, I'm like a part of the problem. It's so hard because like doing extreme stuff like this is not normal. Like, and I think then guys are probably going to expect girls to maybe be as strong as me and sleep with this many guys and take it up with us or do stuff like that that isn't real life sex.
This chick's grasp of this is limited, but don't be too hard. It's not your wheelhouse, but I can see the hamsters running around the wheels, and the wheel is already beginning to burn up.
No, the hamster's half fucking dead. It's like, she's saying, oh, this isn't real, but she's inviting 100 guys that think this is real.
Yes, like you have made it real. Like, your version of female empowering is making this real.
Yeah, it's like the fantasy's over. You are crossing it into men. They are going to be expecting this to be more of a normal thing, probably in the unfortunate too near fucking future.
I mean, I think we're there already. Honestly, quite some time we've been there already.
Yeah, but expecting more women than just OnlyFans fucking whores doing this.
Society.
It's kind of hard to wrap my head around.
But you do enjoy doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think people forget it is my fantasy and this is what I enjoy. And so it's hard because you're like being selfish, but you're also not helping the situation.
I left Lily's house with more questions than answers. I still couldn't understand why she felt the need to do what she was doing and
money.
Whether it was truly what she wanted to be doing. I thought it might be helpful to hear the perspective of another OnlyFans creator, so I reached out to Alex Letitia, also known as the Queen of Southampton.
So, now this is something I've wanted to know all day. Do I call you Alex or do I call you the Queen of Southampton?
Oh, either. No, you call me Alex. Basically, I went into OnlyFans because we were really, really broke. It was really last resort. I had never, ever sent anyone a nude.
Pause for a second. She looks like a blow-up doll. She has too much face work done.
Mean, Lum. Mean, bigoted even.
Too bad. I don't care. She looks fake. She looks manufactured. She looks like a blow-up doll. She used most of her money on fucking face shit, but she still looks like a fucking 3.
Terrible.
And I'm being nice with that number.
This ever in my life. So I was so naive going into it. I started off just doing bikini pictures and lingerie, but it is a slippery slope and the demand is
slippery.
more. Before you know it, you're having sex on camera.
And is that something you regret?
There's a lot I regret on there.
Do you feel scared that you might ever have to start doing things you don't want to do in order to keep that money coming in?
It is scary, yeah, because people are starting to do the most outrageous things online. I've seen so much of it lately, and I think my daughter's already getting stick for what I do. And like I said, I don't really do anything controversial compared to all these other girls. And
anything controversial?
Girl, you're on OnlyFans. You already crossed that fucking line. It's more than just yourself when you have children, you stupid fucking whore. Oh my god. It's like, I get needing money. I fucking get it. But it's like, work 2 jobs then. Don't put your child's, social life down the fucking drain before they can even establish their own.
At least, I sympathize with the rationale here, right? Like, okay, I'm stupidly broke. I have to have money. Time to sell my nudes. Like, all right. That is an out that women possess that men do not.
Ищу ответ.
I swear to God, you little Russian piece of shit, shut up. But again, like it's already as she her daughter is getting stick for this because it is not societally acceptable, because it should not be societally acceptable. I mean, she also lives in England, a country that has massive social benefits. I don't know, I have a hard time believing that posting nudes of yourself online is really the last resort. Like, there's nothing else that can be done, you know?
She's being selfish. That's what she's fucking being. Because it's like, one, I can probably fucking bet that she's a single mother. I wonder fucking why. And it's just
service guarantees citizenship.
I don't know. Women like this piss me the fuck off because it's like, if they're single and being fucking retarded, sure, that's your fucking prerogative. But if they start doing this while they already have kids, no, you're being a selfish piece of shit. You want to just take the easy way out. And it's like, it's not about you after you have children.
Yeah, I guess.
And it just keeps being like leveled up and up and up of the expectations.
Well, on Saturday, I'm going to another OnlyFans creator, Lily Phillips, is planning to sleep with 100 men in a single day for OnlyFans content. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's really sad. I just worry about her mental health.
I think it's really sad.
Whore hierarchy.
Told you.
The prostitute pecking order.
She's married, some said in chat. Okay, so I feel bad for the husband because she sleeps with other dudes, I guess.
I'm hoping it's a hoax and it's not gonna actually happen. I don't know. From what I've seen of her, I think she's like young and beautiful. I don't think she has to sleep with 100 guys in one day for attention. I don't know. It's like, medically, is she going to be in a lot of pain? Mentally, you're going to be known as the girl that shot 100 guys in one day, and I think that's really sad. The problem is that when you sign up to objectifying yourself, it's like you're signing a deal with the devil. Like, no one is going to see you as a human being. It gets to the point where everyone objectifies you. That's the reality of it. You're like the cash cow.
Do you think the kind of thing...
Well, see, okay. This is something I want to talk a little bit about. So the objectification argument, I think, is largely nonsense, because everyone is objectified by their fucking workplace, okay? If you are a plumber and somebody hires you, they're not, hello, Mr. Person, how was your day? They go, no, fix my toilet.
Yeah, it's just like, there's a difference between objectification and selling yourself as a product.
Well, yes, but I feel like the objectification argument is used too often as a shield, as if they feel like they have an intrinsic value that is greater than their work. Like they expect to be treated in a certain privileged way almost, whereas in reality we are all objectified because we are all providing services to keep ourselves alive. Some of those services are going to be more morally degenerate than others, but it comes across more like a feminist cope than anything else. Like, oh, I shouldn't need to be objectified. Like, you're selling nudes of yourself on the internet. I'm sorry, there's no way around this.
I honestly think they're just using the word objectify as a cushion, so then they don't have to come to the realization that, again, they're a product for others to consume. They are not, and to the eyes of many people, they are no longer a person. Well, they don't want to meet that harsh reality, unfortunately.
The simple fact is, nobody owes you respect. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And if you do something that is disrespectful, that you're doing something like this, then yes, it is only natural that people will withhold that respect from you. Like, even through simple societal norms, I would have far more respect for the guy who comes to fix my toilet than the OnlyFans whore.
Yeah.
It's a better job. It's a more honest living.
thing Lily's doing this weekend is the future of OnlyFans.
I hope it isn't, but we keep seeing so many sort of outrageous stunts. Maybe people assume they have to do that in order to get attention and followers. So
They probably do, though. Like, see, that's the other problem as well. When you have as overflooded a market as you do here, you have to do insane shit. Like, this is why Mr. Beast is like probably the biggest YouTuber around now, because he does nothing but crazy shit. The era where PewDiePie could just turn on a camera and record himself laughing at a dumb glitch is long gone. Now it is all the sensationalist nonsense. And sensationalism kills everything. It killed radio, it killed television, it will eventually kill YouTube. As we've discussed on the ArchCast, for example, once it arrives at the point when there is no more authenticity left, when everyone is putting on an act, when that becomes the product you sell, rather than you as a person, then it too will lose out to the next thing that comes across as more authentic and more down to earth, as everyone just goes crazy.
Yeah, but it's like sensationalist content has been around since the early 2000s, because remember we have Nitro Circus, we had Jackass. Yes, that was only like a small group of like absolutely psychotic dudes, but it was still, people wanted to see those type of stunts. Hell, even with like something as simple as like, I don't know if you've seen any clips from America's Funniest Home Videos, but people would send in like little video clips to send in to like, you know, have voted on and get sent money if you have like the funniest thing of the week.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
like shock value content.
Yeah.
Oh god, I just briefly looked over at Twitter again.
What did Twitter do now?
I really am going to have to start the
Service guarantee
anti-religious rights videos sooner than I was hoping.
Oh. Are they still talking about that?
Yes, I was kind of hoping they'd just pull it in and give up by now, but no. We're apparently set on starting the civil war on the right, aren't we?
Okay, come on. Trump isn't even in office yet. I expected the Civil War to start within, like, at least a year and a half. Not this soon.
Nope, we're doing it live.
God damn it.
Well, from one whore to another.
it is just going to have to get more outrageous, which is quite scary if you think about it. Oh, I'm just worried about the smell for you.
The smell?
Yeah, I feel like the smell will be bad.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Bye.
The whole thing, I think I'm realizing, is actually more mental than we originally thought. There are 100 men turning up to have sex with her for 5 minutes each in a single day. I mean, there's a decent chance that one of them is going to be dangerous. One of them might have a weapon, have a criminal record. A few of them will have STIs.
What?
Just on a basic statistic, you can.
Yeah, my dude. Hold on here. I get what you're saying, but you must be doing some kind of checks on these people. Some of them might have weapons. My dude, frisk them at the door, something. What the hell? Some of them will have STIs. You don't have to.
Okay,
God.
but just, it's like, okay, this is just funny because, like, you know, you would check dudes for weapons and shit, but imagine, like, okay, you know the Wolverine claws and stuff where you can just kind of, where he just kind of can put them back in his skin or whatever?
Uh-huh.
Imagine that, but like a blade in somebody's dick where he just kind of goes, and he's just...
Lumla.
Sounding fucking blade into your dick.
Stop. Stop
Hey, you...
30 seconds ago.
Hey, you give me curse shit all the time, Arch. It's my turn.
It's time to ratio Lum chat. But like,
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
it's so ridiculous how it seems like they've taken. Okay, he's. I am assuming right now that he's probably just playing it up for the camera, like, oh my god, this could be dangerous. Oh, you gotta keep watching. Like, my dude, don't worry. I'm gonna keep watching. But obviously you take some precautions, like hire a dude to frisk people at the door, check their medical history, like, Jesus Christ. This is not as bad as you're making it out to be. I hope they're just playing it up, because they can't be this retarded, surely.
I don't know. Hopefully they're just playing it up, but I would not be surprised if they're just this fucking retarded.
Of them are going to have STIs, so let's just hope those condoms are good ones.
I had a sinking feeling that perhaps Lily hadn't fully thought through the challenge she was undertaking.
How are we looking? We're 1 week away.
I think we've got about 50% of them confirmed.
And then you're checking that they've done an STI test?
Yeah, so prioritising guys who have STI tests. They have to screenshot the results kind of thing. But this is the thing with it, like you can never
screenshot the results. So yeah, they can fake it. They can fucking fake it if they really fucking wanted to.
They could, like, again, I would have that shit sent in the mail so you can actually call the physician in question and double check. So,
if they've had an STI test, and even if they had, they could have slept with 10 girls in between the test and things like that. It's more just like, you know what you're getting involved in if you're willing to participate.
Are you going to kiss any of the guys?
Definitely. I feel like some of them would be a bit put off, especially when they know I've just had like 57 guys inside me or whatever.
A little bit put off.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
Service guaranteed
Why do you think that would put
citizenship.
them off?
I think it's more if someone's to my face. I can imagine that's what's put another guy off.
I mean, I can't argue with that, I suppose, yes. Jesus.
So you would let like these guys do that on your face?
Yeah.
And in your mouth?
Yeah.
What if they had HIV?
Is that where it comes from?
Oh my god. Is that where it comes from?
Is that where it comes from? Okay. Not to be mean here, but I suspect that perhaps this woman's only significant, valuable contribution to society might actually be her crotch. She doesn't strike me as the brightest bulb.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, let natural selection take its course, please.
Yeah, we haven't lost a rocket scientist here. Let's put it like that. She was in no danger of winning the Nobel Peace Prize in anything, or mathematics or whatever.
But she could be the future president. God, no.
Of England, yes. Of
Yes.
anywhere else, perhaps not.
Was spunk in the mouth?
They can.
Oh really? See, I've never really thought about that. Last time when I did it, that all of them could in their mouths. I can't really explain it.
Thank you for zooming in on the teapot there. That's very helpful.
I get like serotonin, like from when people are like, "Oh my god, you're that on the internet." Sounds crazy.
I know, and I know you're saying that to me right here, but I don't believe that.
Really?
No.
I kind of love like ruffling feathers a little bit, and people getting a bit like agitated by maybe the fact that I'm a slut. People think I'm like so sad and stuff like that, but that could not be like further from the truth. I don't think people realise like how happy this makes me. What
I can see and feel the gaslight. I swear to Jesus. It is thick as fog in this room.
I just think it's so funny and fun. I can't really put it into words.
Have you done anything to make sure there's not...
It knows. Those eyes, they judgeth.
That poor dog has seen so much, probably.
It has seen some shit. Mistress, please, not the traffic cone again. Oh, Jesus.
Not someone with a criminal record, for example, coming down.
We actually have not.
It gets in her drawer, just runs around the house squeaking a dildo between his teeth. Squeak, 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 squeak.
No.
Her grandparents are over drinking tea as the dog runs through the living room with a giant fucking dragon cock in his mouth. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Do you think that if her dog got a hold of one and it was chewed up, she would still be like, oh, it's still usable?
Oh, it's a collector's item at that point, I
Heresy's
guess.
the question. Fire is the answer.
No.
Do you feel safe?
Yeah. I mean, pretty sure I could take on some 50-year-old guy. No, I think it'll be fine.
You'd be surprised.
I'd like to think that guys on there, so I don't know what they would do anyway.
it is London, like you've put out a public call, so technically anyone could come down as long as they were over the age of 18.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd like to think someone won't go to that effort to put in their ID, drive there, you know. It's quite a big process for someone just to, I don't know, do something like that, maybe. I'm not really sure.
I had a sinking feeling that perhaps Lily hadn't fully thought through the challenge she was undertaking, but maybe I was wrong and
Lum.
What?
She's drinking from the same glass as her dog, Lum. Lum.
What?
Lum, she's drinking from the same glass as her dog.
I don't know why she's doing that, Arch.
Lum.
It's not my fault.
Oh no. Oh no.
If she drinks from it again, I'm going to scream.
everything was under control. After all, Lily and her team seemed very relaxed about her mission. So relaxed that she squeezed in another job the night before, in Newcastle.
No. Oh no. The white woman and the dog again. Why is it always the white woman and the dog?
I don't know.
Hi, I'm going to be at Blinkers at Newcastle Racecourse this Friday, the 18th of October. I'm super excited. Apparently there's meant to be over 6,000 university students. It's the biggest uni event in Newcastle.
I love the fact that there are people showing up and taking pictures with like other women are like, hey, you're that giant whore. Can I have a picture with you?
I think normal women don't exactly keep track of the whores as much as men do.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel like the women keep better track of the whores than the men do.
The other whore women keep track of the whore women. Normal women who look down on the whores would give less of a shit.
Okay, a brief interlude on behalf of the poor dog. Brandon, OnlyFans hits this generation of women like crack. Mr. 10, Ariel, you use Yandex as well? Very good, very smart of you, Arch. Also, the word man is banned in Superchats as well as Yandex. And also seems your name is well in your own Superchats. Is it? It's probably the thing. The fucking super chat filter thing is massively oversensitive. Most dang Ariel, and I can't wait to see your OnlyFans art. When you get to do 100 ponies? Listen. No, I was about to set a number. I am not going to do that. I know what will happen next. No. But yes, listen, there is a number out there, chat, that would get me to pose with tasteful nudes and a bearskin rug and a sword and a Viking hat. I'm saying there is such a number, but I'm not going to give it to you.
You're not going to give the number because you know people would fund it?
Yes, largely. Said if I were to first Archley, she said jerk-off instructions. Also, with how much of a hoe she is, she probably went to Dubai. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if she had a Twitch account and did the same stuff. Porta potty. Where was we? Mad Hatter, so when is the British Hawk-Twa girl launching her meme coin? Oh, she could earn some money on that. Zedekai, her cooch is now a gunoosh. A gunoosh. Zerg 1337, Carl, and you are doing the same stream again? Sargon. He's always copying poor little Art, little boomer. Yell at him. Makalo Mahoy, the ArchCast only fan when? Like I said, there's a number, chat. Zedekai, man, hentai IRL turns out deeply disturbing. Yes. Sajad, she tested positive for chlamydia, gonorrhea, HSV2 after. There's no telling how many men she's given these VDs to. No testing was done beforehand in Cali. Spreading AIDS is a misdemeanor there. I saw that. I call bullshit on it. I don't believe it. It's too juicy to be true, you know?
until we get a video of her crying about having various sexual diseases, then yeah, I'm gonna take that with a little grain of salt. Wouldn't be surprised, but I want to see her tears first.
Blank. How much for Futa Arch VTuber? It's you know what? That's gonna be pretty cheap because it's probably gonna be a male one anyway, so it's gonna have a dick. So there you go. What was it? $2,000 for the the VTuber model. I am glad nobody has even decided to try and do that yet. I'm happy.
Well, I'll be sure to advertise that you are willing to become a VTuber.
And then I'm gonna have to actually get somebody to get me the model too. I think.
Oh, I actually know a few model artists that do men fairly well. So.
See, I wouldn't want man though. I would want either snow monkey or an actual pony to continue the meme.
Oh, I actually know a couple of model artists that does do pony models.
Oh, there you go. Because it would be for the memes. Then I'd force chat to pay to turn it on.
I will get you a estimated price of art and rigging, and then you can adjust your goal from there.
I don't know if I want to take it that seriously, Lum Lum.
Hey, you know they will fund it, and then you'll have to use it.
Elsa Zorana, this is basically the devotion quest for Elisha, Sorn from Subverse. God damn it, that game was supposed to be a parody. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Mercenaries 21, this sadly would make Slanesh look celibate. A little bit. Scarfed Strange, you can't out-degen the Japanese, ladies. That too is probably true. In my youth, I did also see some Japanese women drinking literal pitchers full of... You know what? That's probably where my disgust of that stuff come from. Vomitous. Adam Acumen. Bag. I agree with Lum Lum. I should have learning Japanese with the chat, Lum Lum, and that strange green owl. I don't understand. Sujad.
Duolingo.
This kind of degeneracy that helped the spicy painter get in power. Prostitution and extreme fetishes were common in Berlin back then. Absolutely, the Weimar Republic was remarkably degenerate. And that was a big part of why Hitler got elected, because he was going to deal with it.
Oh, and also I'll be right back while you continue reading.
Very well. Don PTXX, greetings, Arch and Lumi. Question: after which hashtag would you be considered gay? Number, I'm assuming. If you're the fifth and forward, I assume double digits would be. And Nosferatu. We're not going to play the Nosferatu clan. It's the only clan I'm taking off the funding for it. Simply because playing Nosferatu makes Vampire the Masquerade a completely different game. It is fantastic for the second playthrough, and I highly recommend it, but it kind of ruins the experience the first time around. That's the only reason why I'm taking it off. Dominions is like Risk with dragons. Arch, have you introduced Lum Lum into F95 Zone? I have not, but I'm sure they have feat games. God, it's strange. I don't see Dev with 100 guys. 100 Futas, on the other hand. Could you even find 100 dick girls? Nugget Keeper, the analog about splitting and giving away the emotional attachment stick when having sex with a stranger. She's splitting atoms by now. Bashar? Bashar? I don't know. Bashar? Hashtag Bashar. Father Jack the Enlightened, she certainly has the 1,000 cock stare. So locks on Doppelganger. After traffic cone, sneezes dangerous. That's true, that could get lodged in there real bad. Neil Zartak, Lum Lum pilfering butt plugs whilst working. Talker. Oh god, he thinks she stole a lot of them. Thinks she has like bags and bags back home, built up. All mountains of them. That would be pretty terrible. Bedmaster, she needs an orange cone because all of the traffic that go in there. Padum tish. It's a good one. Hexy, love the censors in a video about railing 100 guys. Yeah, it's a bit paradoxical, isn't it? Yes, you can make a documentary on YouTube about a chick getting fucked by 100 dudes, but you better take out the naughty bits. Okay, YouTube. So Steve, no reason like a Malkavian reason. That is true. We shall add that to the Malkavian. There we are. Lulu, 821. Lum Lum is wise. Lum Lum is good. She knows a lot. Too much. Nightmare, join her OnlyFans for the waitlist. Ew. I'd sleep with her, but I don't want to spend money on her. Disgusting. Even then, like, after a couple hundred guys have gone before you, I feel like at that point she's California that needs her own like poo map so that you don't step in the broken needles and shit. Sander Doom, poor Lumi being exposed to Kib's level of degenerates. It's tragic. Nightmare. Wow, Lum Lum, I thought Dev was the butt plug expert. Me too, and yet she can determine their hardness or softness grade just by looking at them. It's impressive. Animate Acumen. If the neighbors have elected to stay living next to her, I guarantee you they are freaks too. I mean, it's central London. Most of the people who live there are probably pretty batty. Kalarima. Well, in our country, there's a webpage that organizes 2 or 3 of these actions per year. If women wants to do it, she sends them an email and they organize it for her. Been going for a while now. I didn't know that. Thank you for the information. There's the next in one. Ariel, God help us. This is why fantasy should stay fantasy, or have the space aliens help us round up the crazies and lock them up on asylum planets. Well, at least there they could rail one another to their, heart's content. Yorosuya, hello Arch and Lum Lum. Sorry, I've been doing life. It's entirely normal. Norma do life. And Zero, that sounds like Essex, if I ever heard it. Alright, I should continue on with the butt plugs.
So I can't wait.
It is the night before Lily's big day. These girls don't seem very prepared. They're currently on their way to Newcastle, and then they're going to be coming back.
Another dog Lum Lum. She's even cheating on her dog Lum Lum. Could she fall any further, Lum Lum?
Late tonight, and then Lily's going to sleep with 100 guys tomorrow morning, which seems mental to me. It doesn't seem like things are going great. There are a lot of guys cancelling. They're scrambling now to find people at the last minute. I don't understand how the guys they're scrambling to find at the last minute are going to get STI checks in time. I feel a bit nervous going to this random Airbnb tomorrow for Lily to pull off the stunts. I can't actually imagine how Lily must be feeling.
I mean, the guys too. Okay, so you're standing there and you're just, I don't know. Man, what would that? Okay, so there you are in an apartment in London or whatever, right? You're there with another 100 guys. You're trying to have a chit chat. Some are undressing, like lining up. Like, hey, so why do you decide to sign up for this? Oh, bored, I guess. You're all standing there in a long line, jerking off, trying to remain rigid, I guess, in the face of adversity. You finally get ushered into the room where there, splayed out on the bed, lies this absolutely wrecked woman. Every time she moves, you can hear the sound of crusted cum in her joints. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I legitimately don't know anymore. The smell, yes, chat, you step into that room and just a wall hits you. Sweat, cum, feces, probably.
Service guaranteed citizenship.
100 other guys smell, like cologne, probably. I mean, if they're smart, they'll just pump it full of perfume before you.
But also, like, don't forget, I don't think she's cleaning up between any of the dudes either.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned the crusted layer of cream just everywhere. The condoms discarded haphazardly on the floor.
And this is an Airbnb they're going to.
Oh, God, can you imagine the guy renting that out? I will never get the smell off the carpet. It's like, no, you're gonna have to burn that fucking thing.
I hope they disclosed what they're gonna do. Otherwise, it's like if I was that person that owned the place, they didn't say that, oh, they're doing this for the fucking icky shit, I'd sue the fuck out of them.
Hey.
It's Lily's big day. It's raining. I've never woken up so early to film sex. I've never filmed sex, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I've never woken up at 6 a.m. to film that either.
Notting Hill. You know, that's almost comedic, the name of that fucking place in Notting Hill.
Ugh, Lum, you filthy perverted witch, you. Are you implying Notting Hill? Vile Lum. Evil Lum. I didn't even notice that until you decided to bring it up. Well, at least bright side, she's only taken on 100 men, as in humans, so...
At least it's not 100 dogs.
Oh yeah, they filmed that love movie there. It would be great if they could do it in the same locale as the Notting Hill movie, just to thoroughly degrade it, you know? I like that.
This is where it's happening. I don't know where Lily and the gang are. It doesn't seem like anyone's actually here yet. One thing I can say is hidden in plain sight.
Heresy's the question.
It's not exactly where you
Fire
expect
is the answer.
someone to be having sex with 100 guys.
I don't know, nondescript facade, you know, blinds for the windows. My whorehouse sensor would be ringing just a little bit.
And it's still in a apartment as well.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine coming home from getting groceries and you just see like a ton of dudes just, you know, going in and out of a single apartment. You just smell what's coming out of there and it's like, we need to move!
A line out the street. Oh, yeah.
8:35, they were meant to be here at 8 a.m. They're nowhere to be seen. Do you guys want to get some cover?
Service guarantees citizenship.
Just as we were starting to think the Queen of Southampton was right, and this was all a hoax, the first man arrived.
Hey, yes, I'm here for the thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a bit early.
I'm Josh, by the way.
Oh,
hey, nice.
Hey!
That's a tall man.
I'm here.
I'm here for the thing.
I never really think about things before I do them, so I just kind of do them and then think, oh, you know, was that okay? But yeah.
We received a text from...
Okay, a text but psychopath. Good start.
From Lily's team asking us to not draw attention to the rented Airbnb where the stunt was set to take place.
She's asked us to not be around the property so we don't draw attention to it.
So I asked lucky participant number 1 if he wanted to go for a stroll while we waited for Team Lily to arrive.
So you're obviously a subscriber of Lily's on OnlyFans?
Oh, I'm going to be honest with you, it was only when she said.
So you got a text, but they sent the address quite late, didn't they?
Yeah, just this morning. Funny, like on the text it was like, you know...
That's kind of unprofessional, I guess. Oh, where is it going to be? Oh, it's going to be here. When is it? About 20 minutes. Huh?
Get your ass over there.
It's one of my motivations for coming here.
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna happen, you know?
Yes.
Am I gonna get mugged? It's on the circle line.
Yeah.
I couldn't have made mugged.
Is it a circle line?
I go to the NA after.
Finally, Lily arrived.
Hello.
Lovely
to meet you. Lucky number 1.
An hour behind schedule with a security guard on the door, we were allowed inside.
Okay, thank fuck. At least there's a security guard. Thank Jesus.
Heresy's
Okay, so basic precautions are being taken as something.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, how you doing? Fair enough.
Everyone get naked now. Let's get going.
It's a lovely house. I like that big mirror.
Yeah.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Everyone's just floating.
Everyone that is a performer today sits on the couch.
The atmosphere inside was nervous and very strange.
I'd fucking imagine, yeah. Like, God. Man, how must you... How must you even feel like, yeah, I'm here with another 100 guys to stick it in an OnlyFans girl for 5 minutes?
And it's like, how many people are going to be in there that some of these dudes are going to get, like, performance anxiety or something?
If anyone has problems getting an erection on command, this will exacerbate that problem.
Lots of bananas.
we brought... Well, yeah, no, they would have to bring food, wouldn't they? They'd have to bring something for them to eat for 14 hours plus. Would you like a banana? Help me. I love how the British they are being about it as well. Hello there, sir. Have you come for the gangbang? Yes. Would you like a banana? We've got some tea in here.
No one, including Lily's team of assistants, seemed to have much of a plan in place for the day.
I don't know what's going on. No, there's a lot of forms this time. The admin side of things is crazy.
Having had their IDs checked and release forms signed in order to allow publication on OnlyFans, 6 men sat anxiously on a sofa, waiting for their turn to have sex with Lily. Meanwhile, it seemed the reality of what Lily was undertaking was starting to become slightly more real.
Hello.
Hello, how are you feeling?
Nervous. No, excited. It's nice to actually meet the boys because it puts you at ease a bit.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Is it?
And you're not getting.
How are you feeling?
No, I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Just putting a baby monitor in here so I can keep an eye on it.
Putting a baby monitor in here.
I'm sorry, darling. I'm just going to put this little camera here in case any of the men get a little bit rough.
And it's like, okay, there's some ugly-ass fucking art throughout this entire unit. Like, what the fuck is that?
This is what we call modern art, Lum. That human buttocks up there with the eyes on it, that's art, Lum. You must understand.
You know, I think I prefer the banana duct taped on a fucking piece of cardboard.
Yeah. Have you had, like, an energy drink?
Yeah, I had a squash pastry in the car.
Okay.
And with your dog.
Lunch or anything? What do you think?
I think I'm gonna have a break. I think it gets to about 12 and have a little...
Okay.
Febreze.
Yeah, that's...
Febreze.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, but I don't... She comes in there with one tiny spray bottle and I'll be like, wow. Okay, we're bringing a knife to hunt elephants, are we? Febreze. Fuck.
Febreze.
Well, it's something. At least they thought about it, chat. You know, they planned somewhat.
Good. Are the guys going to shower? Or
No.
They've just gone straight. And the condoms?
Yeah, they're in my bag. I've bought like 200 of them.
Yeah, that's good. Just in case because of my break.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like, do we think we're going to get to 100 today?
Yeah, I'm not leaving without it.
Yeah, you know, finish me shift at the sawmill. I just drove down here. I had to fight this all. God,
Oh, guys, we are running behind.
I'm excited just to get the first one in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you just like want it to start. It's like doing a race, like you just want it to start.
It's early.
Look at the little fan.
Little
There's
fan.
just one little fan.
Yeah, it's gonna shift some of that
citizenship.
air out of there.
And it's like, it's funny because they can't even have any windows open because then people would hear them and shit.
Oh, the noises. That little room. It's a small room too. That'll fill up with the stench nice and quick, it will.
And 5 minutes each, right?
5 minutes each. Tries probably might do a little bit less time. I think there's about 8 of them.
Okay.
That's all I don't wanna keep them waiting too long.
Fine. Yeah. Just all the best.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, 5 minutes each. So she's taking she's carving out some time, so she has time to, you know, shove down another banana, I guess, later on as a snack. Because theoretically, she'd have 14 minutes and 40 seconds per guy if she's using the full 24 hours. But we've already sacrificed 6 hours because we're starting at 6 in the morning, and then she's an hour late because she's a female. So I guess she's only got like what, like 12 hours in the day if you want to technically get it within the day instead of like the 24 hours?
Careful, kill it. Lots of fluids.
Thank you. I think I'm not filming the guys. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Just as proceedings were about to commence, we were asked to leave. It was hard not to feel concern for Lily as we left the house. She seemed more apprehensive about what she was doing than she had done over the past few weeks. Perhaps the reality of the situation was beginning to dawn on her. It certainly was for me.
It was just weird. Like, that's all I can describe it as. It's just so weird. Like, Lily seemed a bit more nervous than she seemed throughout this, but still, like, kind of up for it. I just cannot believe, in the middle of this, like, super affluent suburb, this girl is about to just have a load of strangers, 100 strangers.
If that is, like, the perfect example of modern society, isn't it? Here you are, in this beautiful, posh area of London, a capital of the world, and some chick is being gangbanged by 100 guys just behind the facade, as the air is thick with the smell of just splooge and sweat and fluids. That is a rather perfect metaphor for current year society, isn't it? The perfect outward facade where everything is great, and on the back end, the absolute moral collapse and degradation of society is going on. The rot is so deep that if you pass by the window, you can kind of smell it, but you can't quite see it.
It's just like, okay, I think at the current point of society and where we're at, I think we reached the absolute end of one side of the pendulum. It is going to start swinging the other way very quickly, because we already see that with, like, not necessarily Gen Z, but the next generation after that. They're already starting to be more, you know, conservative and a little, I wouldn't say prudish, but they don't want any of this overly sexual shit anymore.
See, chat, Tubby Tank there has a perfect take. It smells like the fall of Rome. Fuck yes, it does.
Yeah.
Only like 10 minutes left.
In someone's Airbnb.
One of the men participating agreed to speak with us after having spent his allotted 5 minutes with Lily. He had flown in from Switzerland just for this.
So I came last night and
Wow,
I'm
Jack called
basically
Swiss man.
Swiss man.
After I went for the authentic experience.
Okay.
I had pie.
Pie,
Yeah,
British
in the
pie,
pub, yeah.
mash.
Yeah.
How long have you known or been a fan of Lily Phillips?
Since the beginning, I would say.
Did you ever think you'd be able to have sex with her?
No, never.
And today you did?
Yes.
Were you nervous this morning going in there?
Yes, especially when I saw all the guys, the cute.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was definitely nervous.
Were you worried that maybe some of the other guys aren't going to get an STI check? Or?
A little bit, but also I think the risk for the guys is maybe less high than for her.
You don't say. That's a sharp observation, sir.
This gonna has to be the most expensive check ever.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
200 to get tested, 250 for the flight, maybe 800.
£800 and worth it?
Yes.
Service
yes,
guarantees
without a doubt.
citizenship.
I mean, I've seen more expensive whores.
£800. I don't know, for 5 minutes? That's a pretty high quality prostitute we're talking here. Yes.
How are you doing? How's it going so far? How many are we on? Only 8.
Originally.
Only 8. She had to take a slight break after 8.
Jesus. I got 8 down. Okay, well, only 92 to go. I mean, take a shower. I guess wearing a bathrobe. I mean, less disgusting than I'd feared. I guess if she has time to rinse off in between.
We had been told we'd be allowed back to film with Lily while she had a break for lunch at 2 p.m. However, we received a text from her PA explaining that they were overrunning and they were going to have to skip lunch.
Sorry, it's Chocker, and anytime she gets a break, it's for a quick shower and eat, and then back to working, so no time to be filming during her breaks.
God, what a... I cannot get over the mentality of this. So, you fuck 8 dudes, you pop in the shower for 5 minutes, chug a sandwich, and then the next 30 guys are waiting in line. Aye, Jesus.
However, we were able to speak to another man as he left the Airbnb, although he seemed shaken by the experience.
What did she do to him?
What? Fucking shaking, yeah, I'd say.
We were able to speak to another man as he left the Airbnb,
You're
although he
fucking
seemed shaken by the
traumatized.
experience.
How are you?
This poor man.
Jesus Christ. Oh, holy shit. I mean, wow. That's like I just lived through a fucking artillery barrage level shaking there. Like, okay, so he entered the room, and just like I said, the scene is painted. He's hit by a wall of just thick, heavy, hot, stinking air of just sour sweating, cum and shit right in his face. And there she is, sprawled out on the bed. There's like 5 guys jerking themselves off on various body parts, and he just needs to slot in between her legs. There's an enormous quantity of just semen everywhere. Wherever he lays his hands, it crunches. Like the bed is standing. Like the sheets are standing by themselves at this point. And he's just desperately trying to maintain some form of an erection here. As he robs a thoroughly flaccid cock against this creature.
Arch, and you said the retractable blade in a penis was bad. Jesus.
I mean, the look on her face at this point, like she's floating in the sky. She's barely registering anything. She's entered into full mental protection from traumatic rape mode now. Like you must feel like a rapist at that point. Seriously, it's just like, oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing to this chick? What is she doing to herself? How is this being allowed to go on? Meanwhile, there's a fat middle-aged chick at the door, you know, looking at her watch like, 5 minutes, come on. We've got a new batch of guys to come after you. As you finally leave, you know, having achieved no satisfaction whatsoever, you're standing there naked and cold in the foyer. As you move shamedly over to fetch your clothing, you look out at the room and the 65 men are lined up, and you're like, wow, what the fuck are we doing? Like, that's gotta be a real, like, you're a prison guard in Auschwitz moment, where you're like, how did we get here? Why are we doing this? Okay, let's see what he has to say, I guess.
How are you feeling?
It's not something I normally do, but I saw it. Nothing much wrong.
Yeah.
I think I saw it, and I just thought, fucking nuts, what just do it.
And like, how long did you get with her?
Well, she said 5 minutes, and then halfway through, she said she hadn't started timing, so she said like 5 minutes from now. She's all got
So you got some extra?
Yeah, just literally done.
Do you know how many guys have gone before you?
No idea. No idea.
Yeah, like, is that one?
Yeah, well, I don't really know. I just thought.
Are you happy you did it?
A little bit. I'm just a bit nervous. If anyone find out, my dad would kick me out straight away.
Okay. Did he take Dad's credit card to go there?
Oh, Jesus. Dad. Yes, son? Don't look too closely into that 800-pound charge on your credit card. I'll pay you back, I swear. Did you dent the car? Yeah. The car. Yeah. Excuse me a moment. Leaves. Goes to the garage with a hammer. I mean, that guy did not look like he'd had fun. He looked fucking shook. He could barely hold his drink.
Hey, sorry, we've got so many people here right now. It's absolute mayhem.
I've had like 100 cigarettes. I'm chain smoking through this.
Man, whore and a smoker.
I mean, who wouldn't get a bit drugged up for this, I guess? The boy had shell shock. Yes, he did. God. Imagine if that was that 18-year-old kid. It was like, I'd like to lose my virginity with you. And he's like, he's out there. This is his first time fucking. And he just goes in there to this absolutely brutalized woman. Jesus.
I feel like this is going to go on a lot later than we planned. We planned it to end at like 7, but I think it's going to run until like 9, 10 p.m. maybe.
Currently 7 p.m. About, I think about 70 people through.
After hours of waiting, we tried to get back into the Airbnb. We ended up being delayed by one of her assistant's boyfriends, a close-up magician who had been performing for men in the waiting room.
They got a magician!
They got a fucking magician! Oh, that's so good! Oh, that is so good!
Hey guys, want to see a magic trick?
Like, listen, guys. We got bananas over here with refreshments, and by the way, want to see me make this card disappear? Like, wow! We got a fucking magician, bros. Bro, magic tricks. They got entertainment. Oh, that is brilliant. Oh.
Okay, this is literally the best part of the entire documentary. We got the guy's a magician.
He's going up and down the line of guys, like, you know, doing his shtick, like pulling rabbits out of hats, I guess. And
like a children's birthday party.
Yes, exactly. Like,
oh, just imagine him making like balloon animals out of the condoms.
Blowing up condoms, wrapping them together. Look, it's a dog. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Let's get rid of that. It's a bunny.
Oh, God.
The fucking magician.
No, that is cool as shit, dude.
Lily's PA gave us some more updates and promised us that they were nearly finished.
How far off is she from finishing?
Not far off at all. We're nearly done. We've got a few people who have like gone home and then they've called us and like, can my friend come? I just told him how sick it was. And we're like, yeah, bring it. Like, send your friend over. But no, it's been great for like networking. Like even like husbands being like, oh yeah, I do this for a living, saying their job. Oh, we need someone that does that. And we're like, yeah, message us back tomorrow.
Networking.
Heresy's the question.
Networking,
Fire
everybody.
is the answer.
Fun. I really enjoyed it. But I was like, I should not be an event planner. I actually can't believe we were going to do this without security. They've been
so helpful.
Absolutely amazing. Like, I could kiss them both. They've been so good.
It's definitely the busy time of the night. That door is turning into more of a revolving door. There are guys coming in and out of there constantly. They've sent out security guards and things to go get her snacks and electrolytes and just to keep her sort of functioning.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Hey, Jesus. All right.
Then, finally, the feat was complete and we were invited inside.
Feet.
Hello. Good. How are you? Did you complete?
We're done.
Oh, yeah.
Lily's just in the shower now.
As the sort of brains behind this and managing the whole thing, how did you think it went?
Planning wise, it's a bit hectic.
For sure.
I didn't know what to expect.
Service
So many
guarantees
guys left it really last minute and we were getting messages today like, can I still do it?
Yeah.
But we had so many people drop out.
Yeah.
So when I was like going for like, yes, can you make it to London today? And a lot of them were like, yeah, that's fine. We were just like scrambling to get guys. So I was outside having a smoke with them all. We were just all talking and getting along, and then we come back in here and they've got the music on vibe and it was really nice. There were a couple guys that Joe messaged me like, oh, I didn't really perform well. Can I come back? And we've been like, yeah, that's fine. And they've just like come back.
Oh, really?
Redeemed themselves because they've been like that nervous.
How do you
Okay. I mean, no further comment.
I think Lily found it.
I think, do you know, I've not had the chance to speak to her too much. She's been in there all day, and we've just like chucked her in the shower and like, she's exhausted. She's like, the first thing she said was like, I need a Nando's. I was like,
You've earned
the Nando's.
Nando's.
Yeah, the Nando's is ordered. She's took it like a champ. She's done so
She took it like a champ.
well.
Wording.
Every time I said, "Are you okay? Do you need a breather?" She's like, "No, bring the next guy in."
Seeing 100 guys come to have sex with Lily in one day, was that like something that obviously...
That part didn't feel too intense. It was more checking in on Lily felt intense.
Yeah.
Service guarantee citizenship.
Lily offered to show me the aftermath of their stunt.
Oh, it stinks.
What does it smell like?
Like brace yourself. Brace yourself.
Oh.
Oh.
You couldn't even get a garbage can.
Ooh. I thought I was kidding when I said about the whole discarded condoms all over the floor. I guess I was not.
Just imagine how crusty that bed is.
Uh-huh.
It's probably like as soon as you touch the fucking blankets, you just hear a crack.
Ooh. Jesus.
Holy
I guess it... You actually can. Is that real?
Yeah, he's not good with smells.
Lily then walked us through the process that she had repeated 100 times that day.
Come on in, make yourself at home, take your shoes off. I've got some hangers here if you want to put your coat up.
Nice.
Come on in, where you travel from today? Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'll get you on the bed, make yourself comfortable,
Yeah.
take off your trousers, and we're going to have a fun time. And I'll give them
Heresy's
the
the
phone
question.
camera, just say, I'm guessing
Fire
you don't
is
want
the
your face in it.
answer.
Yeah.
And if they don't, it'll be POV phone camera.
Yeah.
I'll start usually with a and then I'd say, like, is there anything you like, don't like, any certain position you want to do?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we kind of got straight into
Did
it.
you do the with a condom on or?
No,
No,
I
condom
didn't.
off.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Yeah.
Again, natural selection is a very wonderful thing in life.
Indeed. Natural selection is a very wonderful thing in life.
Condom off.
Okay, but then like once they're having sex, it's like
Yeah,
condom on type
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It does smell a lot like sex. I mean, and there's rose. That's nice. Did one of the guys? And how are you feeling?
Surprisingly, down.
Well, that's nice. You know, that's nice. Applause to the gentleman who was like, okay, I'll at least bring her a flower. It's very caring, you know? There was at least one decent person in all of this, Lum Lum. Look at that. He brought a
Heresy's the
flower, Lum
question.
Lum.
Fire
That's
is the
nice of
answer.
him.
Kind of ironic that he brought her a white rose, but yeah.
Downstairs is not really sore.
Okay.
It's more just tired. My eyes sting like nothing else.
Why?
Because of all the cum in it. I think.
Well, yeah, I imagine that probably would sting, wouldn't it?
And it's like she's gonna be sore
Heresy's
after
the
she
question.
sleeps.
Fire is the answer.
It's like you know after a strenuous workout where it's like, oh, I'm fine. You rest, your legs are noodles, and you can no longer walk, and it's like I overworked. Shit.
So, one guy out of 100 was a gentleman and brought her a flower. The rest were just like, Lily, yeah? Can I splooge in your eyes? What? Okay. All right. Well, okay. That makes her red eyes a little bit more defensible, though. You know, a little bit less like soul destruction and more just like, no, just come in my eyes. What can I say?
I think I repeatedly said, you can't have face, but not in my eye.
And they just went right at the eyes.
Well, I think like it might have been an accident. But no, I mean,
I think it might have been an accident. Well, that's nice.
I've definitely seen some spunk today, Jesus. And it just took definitely a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I think it was when it was only like 40 and I was like, I'm not even halfway yet.
Yeah.
And 40 is still a lot of people. Like, imagine 40 people and be like, I'm not even halfway, like, done.
When was the last time you ate?
I had a yam yam. Yam yam, is that what they're called? A little pastry. And I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind of, and then the rest come. It's not for the weak, girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why?
At long last, the introspection comes on like, yeah, I don't know if I'd recommend fucking 100 dudes.
Yeah, but don't forget, shortly after this video came out, she was like, I want to do 1,000 next year, teehee.
Which kind of makes me also feel like, I don't know, was this a cry for help? Basically, like, I'm gonna do something insane. Please, somebody stop me. And then nobody does. And afterwards, he's like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do something more insane then, so that someone will finally stop this.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like...
Soul crushing? Self-worth annihilating? Degrading? She does not look good after that, does she? She does not look happy or pleased.
Heresy's the question.
It's not like just having
fire is the answer.
someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
She is not alright after that.
Well, she probably cried after everyone left.
She looks like she's about to cry now.
Yeah.
I mean, if every shower break, she must have had a moment of just like, oh my Jesus,
Sorry.
Okay. Just take
yeah, 1 minute.
Oh, there she goes. I mean, fuck.
There she goes.
What did you do to yourself? Oh, and hello, Yellow Flash, by the way. Hi.
Hello, Yellow Flash. What a wonderful time to join. You missed Arch's wonderful explanation on, what were you making us picture again?
Oh, the describing the room.
Yeah, that.
It's like, man, like, you can tell that, no, I more and more, I think this is a cry for help. Like, she must have announced, like, I'm gonna fuck 100 dudes in a day, and she was kind of hoping that somebody, like, a family member or somebody, or a member of her team or something would step in and go, like, no. just no.
I mean, it's like, it was the fucking assistant that he was talking to before that said that she was the brains behind this, and she was the one that organized it.
Fire is the answer.
And then Lily was just kind of like, okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, and then nobody stops her, and she must just be feeling devastated, like no sense of self-worth after that. Okay, you've just been used by 100 guys. And the worst part is those guys have probably shown you more consideration than your family and your assistants now. Like nobody stopped you, nobody really tried to intervene or anything. They just watch you crush your own soul. And now she's like, I'm gonna take on 1,000 people, and again, nobody is stopping her and going like, Jesus, stop. What are you doing to yourself? Yeah, like chat says, they helped instead. Like, God. That has gotta feel fucking terrible, surely. I mean, she's crying right now. Oh, Jesus. That just comes across as a massive cry for help, and nobody's helping. Nobody's stepping up and going like, stop it. Cease. Desist. Her fucking own family isn't stopping it. Like, that's terrible.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Like, this motherfucker, too, must be feeling pretty awful over there. I don't. It's like, yeah, I'll make a YouTube video out of this.
I mean, he looked like he was feeling bad for her before this shit even started, saying that, like, I think Lily doesn't, exactly understand what the fuck she signed up for.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, I have watched a woman fucking annihilate herself over this. I guess I'll make a YouTube video.
I think I was when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous. It was like the day before.
Service
I was like,
guarantees citizenship.
But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions when like I'd have to stop them early and like you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go, and like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't, like you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the...
Again, I can see and feel the fucking gaslight in the room.
Yep.
Interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish? I've come all this way. Like, kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad. Like, some people just travel so far. Like, I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh, that was shit. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic. Like by I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this. And like, it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like here's
Disassociate, yes. Yes, the rape victim cannot recall the face of the rapist. Yes, that is your mind shutting down in an attempt to fucking defend itself.
She victimized herself in one of the worst fucking ways that you can. Because like just and like people are already starting with this whole like, oh, these men who did this to her raped her, and she's like, no, she did this on her own.
The answer. It's not like normal things at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys I remember, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know?
Again, like, listen, that is your mind shutting the fuck down, being like, nope.
All of this for social media clout. And
I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah, and obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know,
Fire is the answer.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all.
Really?
I thought perhaps
Really?
In years to come, she may look back at this day in sadness, but not so instantly afterwards. She had stressed to me throughout my time with her how excited she was for this challenge and how this...
Yes, she had indeed gaslit herself quite extensively.
Yep.
Oh my god. Like, we talked about earlier how there should probably be some sort of studies on what kind of damage this does to people. I think the look of her afterwards is plenty. Like, this is not something that normal people should be doing. This is not good for you. Your mind is obviously shutting down in an effort to protect what's left of your id from this violation. And again, like, it's not because she volunteered to it. She consented. All of the guys consented. It's legally speaking, morally speaking, I guess, above board, but it's like, oh, it's obviously not a good thing. It is obviously a very destructive thing, and somebody really should have stopped her.
It's like, I can see this woman going down one of two paths. Either one, just not giving a shit and doing probably even more like extreme degenerate bullshit for her OnlyFans, or two, she stops it and she becomes one of the loudest anti like sex worker like people that are out there, because usually the people who are the loudest about it used to do sex work themselves. So it's going to be one extreme or it's going to be the other. There's no going to be in between.
Yeah, Jesus. It is fascinating, though, like, the whole process behind it, the fact that she decided to do this, the fact she's earning millions from doing this, the fact that this is now a YouTube video, like, some are outraged, others are, like, positive, like, okay. Who even fucking knows how this shit...
I'm Lily Phillips.
Can I, like, pop out the comments somehow?
I don't think you can pop out the comments.
Service guarantees citizenship.
We're almost done with the video. Let's just finish that and we can go through the comments of it.
I'm presuming now it's just going to be him waffling on about how he didn't expect 100 cocks to break a woman. I'm like, well, you should have.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
But I don't know. It is such the interaction on the street is the one that threw me the most, honestly, with the two people. Like, so here you have an older woman with her grandmother, probably, or her mother, or whatever, right? And I was like, oh, she's gonna fuck 100 guys, is she? Will it be on the television? Like, completely checked out of what's going on here. Like, the cultural shock of it all is this poor old lady's like, oh my god, civilization. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, at least you can afford a good therapist, this chat. Yes, at least you can afford a good therapist.
There's no amount of therapy that will fix what the fuck just happened with her.
God, it's so weird that this is a thing that society has kind of accepted now. And I guess, in a way, it always has. Like, whores have hardly been a rarity throughout human history, so I guess we're blowing up into a large thing, something that is weirdly normal, I suppose, but it's hard to feel as if we shouldn't have evolved beyond this, at least, at this point. And the fact that this is done all for the social media clout of it, all for the hamster wheel of endless content and being discovered and being relevant, and the rat race of dragging yourself above all the other whores on the whore pecking ladder. Hey. What a world, Lum. What a world.
Yep.
What a terrible, terrible, crusty world.
Ugh. I still feel bad for whoever had to clean up that goddamn apartment.
Me too. Yes. That person who just gets in there. Or, well, the perfect part is if they just left. They just left. The Airbnb owner comes by the next day. It's like, oh, something smells a bit rancid. Opens the bedroom door.
They just fall down mummified.
It's like 2 days old, crusty, cum-stained condoms everywhere. Oi.
And I would sue them if they did that, or if they didn't disclose. Yeah, we're gonna use this for sex work. Okay, yeah, bye.
That's pretty rancid. Okay. All right, let's wrap it up with the Superchats. I said, see what chat has to say about all of this. Zero Firewater, Lolly Arch VTuber, 3 Tolson Inua. Also, Lum, is this the sort of feat degeneracy you get up to on Twitch?
No. And I don't stream on Twitch because fucking Twitch is stupid. I get better views on YouTube for sure.
I remember when I was lurking on Lum to begin with, and she was like, yeah, like Twitch is the main platform, so I barely get anything on YouTube. Or you have converted.
Yeah.
Converted Lum.
You have.
We have saved Lum's soul from Twitch. We have improved her as a human being. Mercenary 10, Ariel. There's still the possibility that both her parents pushed her into this lifestyle. Unfortunately, yes. That is a disturbing possibility. And that they are getting the money, especially if her parents are the ones. There are stories out there of parents who do this sort of thing. Jesus.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Well, I don't think I want to go down that rabbit hole. Mark99, a hole is a goal. Pretty much 99% of men. I mean, yes, but... Gee. Oof. There are limits. There are certain tunnels that are no longer holes, but mere cavities that cannot be filled and should not be filled. Hexy, the wrong side won World War II. The granny's in her monologue.
Fire is the answer.
Counterstructure, BBC, now with BBC. Zero, so glad I decided to stop whoring and get married. That is the correct choice. Animate Acumen, too much internet today, little Timmy. Too much internet indeed. Alex Adamson, I need to move to America. Jesus Christ. 1212 AD. You think it's better in America? It's probably worse in America, honestly.
I mean, at least we don't have an American whore that's saying, "Oh my god, I'm gonna do 100 people in one day."
That's true. You have one that does 1,000 people in one day. Oh yes, Lum Lum. Your people are far from innocent in this debauchery.
Oh, I know.
Akira Joker Kurosuna. Putin sends the Oreshnik. Maybe we could just bomb it all. Ben, she's like Griff's sister from Red vs. Blue, plus STDs. I have not watched Red vs. Blue in so many years, I don't even remember. Rasmus, 0211. Art was about to say bears. She would definitely pick the bear over the man. Yeah, but purely based on PP size in this case, I guess. She's already... Listen, Lum Lum, she drinks from the same glass as her dog, Lum Lum. That's not normal, Lum Lum. Lum Lum.
I know, Art!
At least she didn't make them wear fursuits. That's something. Zero. What I am saying is, in this context, I'm still a virgin. But I think we're all virgins in this context. Axie, 42 for $50. Thank you very much, sir. I said this in Sargon stream that I'll repeat here. I have no sympathy for this girl. She's only a victim of her own decisions. She's yet another sacrifice to the false gods of female empowerment. All gods require blood, and in this case, cum. Sacrifice.
Yep.
Yeah, I get the argument. Again, there is technically nothing morally wrong here, because she consented, they all consented, everyone consented. Like, from a purely, like, people are allowed to associate and do whatever they want, moral standpoint, this is all above board, but it feels hollow. It's like, no, there is something more than merely just personal liberty here. There is something that occasionally trumps personal liberty, and I think in this case she herself would have wanted something to trump that personal liberty.
Well, it's like, don't forget, we are in the age of women who say that consent can be revoked at any point, even after. So, like, who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah. Well, as chat is going on, like, consent is not the end-all and be-all. Well, it is, unless we want to draw legal lines on it. See, that's the thing. Once two adults consent to something, if there is no law against it, then that is the be-all and end-all as far as society is concerned. And then we bring in personal morality, I suppose, and again, that also then comes down to consent. If both parties in question consent that, yes, no, I believe this is moral, and I believe, therefore, that it is acceptable, well, there you are. And the only other way we could go about it was to regulate it, or shame it, at least. I am all for the shaming it part. And I feel like she is, too, at that point.
It's like, this entire thing will be a morality argument, and there is no morals to what the fuck this woman just did. But say, it's like, people are trying to go after the men in, like, a legal sense, saying that they raped her.
Oh, obviously
because
not.
there's a thing on Twitter right now saying that, like, oh, all of these men who raped her needs to be, like, you know, prosecuted or whatever. And it's like, they all consented. It is legal. Is it moral? No. Hell fucking no, it's not. But it's like, you know, this is an argument that we can have for hours, because it's a whole, like, thing.
Well, the immorality argument is simply I disagree. You know, like, I don't like this. That's the immoral argument. But the problem with it is it's immediately countered by her moral argument, oh, but I do. That's the issue. It's a standstill, in essence. And then that's when we'd need to bring up, like, harm and harm prevention and freedom to do and freedom to associate. And it's like, Noah Goater. The only thing this whole thing made me feel is happy to be a gay furry. There you go. The gay furries are not the be-all and end-all of degeneracy. There are worse things. In fact, in this situation, he is the more moral party. He is the virtuous one. Nightmare. A wholeflation in action. Yes. Very much so. And a document. So World War II was a scary time in history. I think we, as a species, need those scary times, unfortunately. We're due. Well, the problem is that, our scare of World War II has largely been constructed into our modern-day mythology. And that modern-day mythology has been largely construed in the direction of absolute liberty and absolute anti-authority. We have headed... We are now libertarian über alles. Absolute liberty at all times. And, well, absolute liberty at all times. That's this. This is absolute liberty.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Alisana, many studies have been done on the effects of this kind of activity. We are reasonably certain that it destroys the ability to pair bond in women. I would not be surprised. So like some doppelganger, I'd screen for diseases, but for that kind of money, if I was a woman, I would do it. No, the capitalist argument is a strong one. And an acumen. On the thoughts of another world war, when this is what I guess all the men would stay home. Why bother with a war when this is what you fight for? Personally, I am of the opinion that it's the women's turn to fight. Perfect equality. Lum Lum, this is your rifle. There are many like it, but this one is yours. Now go, fight for your country.
I did try to go into the military when I was younger, but because, I was a young mother and stuff, they're like, no. I'm like, but I want to go into the military, and they're like, no. I'm like, fine. So I did try. They just told me no.
A tragedy. Zerafaiota, I don't feel bad for the whore. There were probably some people who tried to persuade her to not go down this path, and she probably dismissed them. Probably. Mercer 10, Ariel, now I know where Dev sends all his money. Dev is sending it all to this lady. For the love of God, now I know why he's taking so long with the trucker video. Yes, I'm going to talk about him behind his back, because I'm that mad. What, you think he flew to London? That's why it's delayed? He's busy?
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Why are you hating? I am beginning to think Islam is onto something. Yeah, but it does have other shortcomings. As a basic precaution, you should use a white list instead of a blacklist. It is important to know all the sites to block, but much easier to know the sites you should allow.
Heresy's the question.
Yeah, that's
Fire
fair.
is the answer.
Tarantine, Arch, are the 100 guys going to tag each other in like they do in wrestling? Clap hands. Ugh.
No, they gotta smack each other's asses. Like, my turn, bro.
Lum Lum. Terrible
What?
Lum Lum. Bad Lum Lum.
You're worse.
I am not. Blank, I am both disgusted by her behavior, but also entertained, since it's not every day you get to see someone self-destruct in real time. That is true. JJ Sickman, drink the water, Arch. Swallow it. No, I don't think I will. I don't believe I shall. I need to press the little button next to it, little tag thingy. Zero, didn't you tell us about the Jip woman who drowned? Oh yeah, that was right. The Japanese adult video porn star who drowned in cum. That was probably the worst way to go ever. Oh, Jesus.
Fucking what?
Oh, yeah. A Japanese porn actress drowned in cum. Like, there was so much splooge down her breathing hole and throat that she just kind of drowned.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think Jesus had anything to do with this. Poor Jesus getting blamed for this one, too. I'm coming, my child. Oh, God, no. Jesus, stop it.
Not like that!
I'm sorry, we all need Jesus after this. Not if that's what he's gonna do, no. Nightmare, I thought you liked NTR, Arch. Sure, as a form of comedy. Not this. Nothing. Never this. Nightmare, I thought you... Oh, sorry, that one. Walking Gobs, I'm convinced these people have no thoughts in their heads. I'm beginning to be persuaded by that, yeah.
I mean, unfortunately for the men, they had a single thought on their head, though.
Alex Adamson, screening these guys must be like basic training in Starship Troopers. 1 in every 500 rounds is live. One of those guys is going to come her way. 1212 AD.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Well, I mean, at least next time she'll be like, yeah, no, you can't splooge in my face, because you'll miss. Lessons learned. Trify. So what you want about the old days, but maybe having some societal shame is good. Guess this is what called fatherless behavior. Societal shame is a necessary part of a healthy society, and we have sadly forgotten about that. Belial, someone paid her $300 for a self-pleasure instruction video. Also for Malcav, best clan for that game. Well, I shall add that to the Malkavians. There, Malkavians. Zartax, can we just confiscate all the OnlyFans data and use it to sentence everyone who signed up to it to the chair? Talker? I don't know, we'd have to kill Kibbs too. He's got an OnlyFans account. Oh, dirty whore. Disgusting. Moral condemnation. Silencio Steve, Arch, trauma for the win. Also, further for Malkavians. More for the Malkavians. Ben, important lesson for Arch. Does have limits on degeneracy. Lesson, I do have limits on degeneracy, yes. God. Disgusting. Cordovan Sploach, the Horus hierarchy. Which Chaos Primarch is she? Oh no, I think Fulgrim would be worse, so I'm gonna... Lorgar, I think, yes. The real Zartax, all jokes aside, the pathetic part is that this isn't necessary at all. She can be massively wealthy with what she got without doing this. Toka. I mean, yeah, but she needs to basically salt away enough money to last for the rest of her life, you know? She needs that bag, and she needs it to be big. Yeltsisarana, I perceived this woman as a walking bioweapon factory and a petri dish.
Citizenship.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Section 1, Ariel. I hate the first that use the word like every third word. It derails the train of thought. Oh, when they go like lum lum, like feet. Candace Rusher, Lumi herding Archeap through female society. Sarana, lady, I hate to break to you, but it's hard for people to see for who you are when the first thing they see is your bacteria box. That is true. Arthur's kitten boy wife. That's a name. You will accept the semen-stained bills, Mr. Banker. You will lick them clean, and you will be happy about it. Unironically, yes. I don't care about a bank's moral condemnation. Like, the bank's moral consideration is definitely at the very bottom of my list. Adam Attackman, banks have denied those with the wrong politics, Arch. See Chase. I know, Chase Bank and Nigel Farage, yeah. Belial, the entire porn industry had to create an entire set of payments providing services because banks don't like porn. That was ages ago, like the 80s, also Malkavian. And I disagree with that. Like, I have no moral objections towards pornography in and of itself, so long as it doesn't break people's minds. This kind of seems like it does.
Fire is the answer.
Zero, debanking is not unheard of here, not at all. Most next one, payment processing can override any bank. Arch. Yeah, I know. We really do need to put an enormous ball and chain on the payment processors sooner rather than later. Dreyfus, it's the trade-off. Fast money, more risk. You give up your ability to have a lot of jobs dealing with children, or your likelihood of finding a good spouse for the opportunity to make lots and lots of money. The literal selling of one's soul, I suppose. Ben, see after the 100 men video, she cries. She did indeed. Blank has become a member now. Welcome, Blank, and I recognize the hentai artist you use for your image there. Excellent
Lewd.
hentai artist, okay?
A lewd Arch.
I wish I could get to... I wish I could commission him for thumbnails, but he's probably too expensive. Zedekai, Alex looks like Flabber from Beetleborgs. Lagnad, Lum is right. There will always be a queen bee. Tremere. Lum probably was the queen bee in her Final Fantasy club.
Nope.
Really? Lum found herself out queen beed.
I mean, I didn't really care for the hierarchy shit. It's kind of cringe. Kind of gay, even.
But hierarchy is good, Lum. It's what we base ourselves off.
Yeah, and I put myself just like in my own little corner, and I mind my own business, and people leave me alone. That's why most of the time on most of my streams, and really a lot of the time, I know this is silly, but I have to keep up the dumb fish act most of the time, because otherwise people expect too much of me.
That is true.
That's why I'm just like, how do I fix this?
Lum is only pretending to be Lum-Dum. She's actually working on the patent for the Lumi tubes now, which we will all be stuck in eventually. Wolfsbane, am I out of touch? No, it's the men who are wrong. OnlyFan models, also kids, savage each other over Fortnite skins. Think what they'll do to the OnlyFan kids. Yep. Skish, something or other. Says her mother is her head of finance. She is her pimp. That's gotta be illegal, surely. The Sober Viking becomes a member. Welcome, sir. Wolfspade, STIs, has this dude never thought of vetting people? Required medical and criminal records that are basic industry procedures that you could follow. I agree. I mean, I'm glad at least they hired security at the end. Like, Jesus. Frog Jupiter, until leftists are Pinochet out of helicopters, it is not far enough. You know, it was the Italians who came up with that to begin with. The Pinochet meme originated with the Italians, as during the various tribal wars in Africa, tribal leaders would be invited to diplomatic talks in Rome, where the Italians would then shove them out the side of not a helicopter, but the aircraft as they were over the Atlantic. Beardmaster, is her 100 guy video a reproduction of the Rotherham gangs? The Rotherham rape gangs, as reproduced. Licensed by the BBC. Mephisto X, I wonder what convo we'd be having if she was, I want to sleep with 100 men and not a single man turned up. LMAO.
That would have been funny.
It would have been funny. Father Jack the Enlightened, she did say her 100 guys included just humans. Oh. Well, after 1,000 guys, maybe the next challenge will be the 100, things. Yes. Belial, the dog's mouth is cleaner than the white woman's. I'm more concerned for the dog catching something. Also, Mono Caven. Oh, the poor dog. Maybe the dog is the only one who cares for her. You know, when she comes back home after all of this, you know, nobody really cares, you know. There's no messenger on her phone for friends or family, like, are you all right? It's only the dog who nestles up to her and go like, Massa, please, stop. I can smell the fear on you. Oh boy. Alex, Lisa Sparks had the world record 990 in 12 hours. There you go. Tarantine, bet her next challenge would be 100 or 1,000 dogs in one day. Hoi. Sean King, I know she can get more men. Go to the no-go zone. Ooh. Deadpool Kid, hate to break it to you guys, but sadly there was a competition back in the 2000s where 3 women had sex with at least 919 guys. I'm not lying. I know, at the World Gangbang Championships, that's what set the world record. ASCII042, guys, I am to inform you all with this, but women. I know, women.
Yep.
Hexy, first bang guy looks very Swedish, the new kind. I can confirm the Swedes do look like that. Merstudy10. Ariel, this is the kind of girl that would make Slanish go take one look at her and say, hell no. Even the ruinous powers of chaos are afraid of things far darker and deeper in the warp. This girl's happened to have one of them in her crotch. Ah. The reverse of Lum Lum's penis Wolverine claw is the grasper vagina, the toothed monstrosity.
Isn't there a movie called Teeth that was just some chick's vagina that had teeth on it?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
You've never seen Teeth?
Nope. Not going to either.
I'm gonna have to show it to you sometime.
It depends. How badly do you want more art?
God damn it.
Alex Adamson, you're pronouncing Notting Hill wrong. It's Notting Gill. Notting Hill. Del Pukil, oh god, there's the quote of the lifetime. Where da white women at? Noah Goda, I want to see the results of a UV light check. Ooh, splatterpunk. Splatterpunk horror, no doubt.
Ugh.
It's on the walls. It's in the ceiling. How did it get there? Beardmaster, imagine 1,000 guys. She will have to rent a school gymnasium. Unironically, yes. Deadpool Kid, oh, for God's sake. Febreze? Get the bleach and power wash to sanitize the whole building. Hell, just get lighter fluid and matches afterwards. The real Zartax, a ritual to consecrate the Slaneshi temple. Talker. Why was we mention poor Talker in the midst of all of this? She did not deserve it. War Turkify. Arch, Lum, what percentage of modern art do you think is just money laundering? 100.
All of it, yeah.
Heresy's the
100.
question. Fire is the
It's like
answer.
especially like modern day, like modern art and all that, and it's nothing like, you know, old pieces being resold and shit. Yeah, no. Modern day art is all a fucking money laundering scheme.
Nightmare. Arch is suddenly craving surströmming. You know what? That would at least conquer the rest of the smell. Hexy, 56% of young men voted Trump in 2024. The reckoning is coming. Belial, we are at the fall of the Republic again, aren't we? Yes, we are. Listen, some of you guys are alright. Don't show up to the Senate tomorrow. The real Zartax, a soul corrupted, Slanesh smiles. Talker. Sentinel Rex. Saw a comment on the Lotus Eaters that I thought was apt. Women's greatest fear in a siege was 100 men doing this to them, and she's doing it willingly. Then self-inflicted trauma from this is irreversible. I do worry it might be, yes. Zero, reframe this as sucker for love. Oh, boy. Sean King, starting with televangelism taking off in the 60s and 70s and ending with the creationism debate in the 2000s, it took the right nearly 40 years to die out. The left did the same in only 10.
Service guarantees citizenship.
It has been a remarkable fall. And with Acumen, wouldn't Malkavians also be a second playthrough type of race? Kind of, yes. I would say the ideal one would be like Ventru for the full like vanilla experience first run, and then you do Malkavian, and then you would do Nosferatu. Or maybe you should save the Malkavians for third, honestly, because that's where you're going to be getting a lot of spoilers and stuff. Frog Jupiter, how much is unrendered beef fat in Norway? In Texas, it's like 1 pound. I don't even think we have unrendered beef fat in Norway. I think that would violate some health codes. The Rails Artax, Lumi would pay to be there just to get to see 101 pairs of sweaty, dripping feet in a single day.
No! Disgusting!
Damn, all them sweaty feet.
Stop! See?
Well, a condom attached to one of them. Oy.
No.
Deadpool Kid, fascism is starting to look a lot more wholesome and family-friendly now. Unironically, this is the argument for fascism. It is the Austrian walking in front of the camera and going, "Society, this would not happen under me." 500% rise in votes. Sentinel Rex. Just listen to how casual they are all talking around the subject of a human being doing this. It reeks of a depraved ritual. All involved are vile. I can't disagree there. Bob Waddingname. Ew, god damn, that is being a whore and then there is slob. That is true. I think we need a new category, okay? Yeah.
Service guarantees.
A simple prostitute is an entrepreneur making her way in a harsh world. The 100-man gangbang chick is something else. Animate Acumen, I fear the biohazard that is her apartment. I mean, at least you had the sense to not do this in the place where she sleeps, you know, that's something. Akira Joker Kurusu, slippery slope, not a fallacy anymore, liberals. The slippery slope. Oh god, that's another thing too. I mean, by guide number 40, there could not have been much slip left in that slide. It must just have been dry as the Sahara. Like, oh, oi. How many bottles of lube do you think she went through during this endeavor, Lum Lum?
I mean, I seen someone in the comments earlier say, did Diddy give her half his stock?
Oh, baby oil.
Yep.
You're trying to force your half-flaccid pee-pee into there and just grates against you like... Ah, the topics that Lum Lum makes me talk about.
I force you to talk about. You're the one that brought this upon yourself and then said, Lum Lum, you're joining.
Yeah, only because you suggested it.
Lies.
Pop warning name. Has this woman never heard of a trash can? Apparently not. I'm kind of surprised they didn't have a bin for the condoms. It's like he finishes, pulls it off, and like, yeah, just drop it on the floor.
Imagine a dude stepping on one and it just pops like a water balloon.
Oh. Lum Lum. What is wrong with you?
What do you mean what's wrong with you?
Oh, wait. Lum Lum?
What?
Is that your thing now?
No! Stop! No! Shut up! No! No! Stop! No!
I'm just saying, you set yourself up for that one a little bit too well. Oh. What if he slipped on it? Don't worry, guys. They signed a waiver. If any of them die during this, like, one dude goes, oh, the dude who's 18 is like, fine, I'm finally going to lose my virginity. Steps on the condom, it explodes. He slips, shatters his head against the floor. So
Heresy's the question.
Well, shit.
Fire is the answer.
Oi. Mercenary 10, Ariel. Did the guy pull the magic trick of where the card was from someone's ass or a crotch? Are you sure it's hell? Don't want to know where he pulls the quarter from, especially if one of them's naked in the same room as the magician.
Question. Fire is the answer.
Pick any card, any card. And he walks over to a dude and just yanks the card out of his ass crack. See? Magic. Father Jack the Enlightened. Oh, look, the consequences of my actions. Christ. Hexy. Family and assistants sadly using her as a piggy bank. God, I hope not. But boarding name tried to stop her and you're a misogynist oppressor trying to control her body. Blah, blah, blah. Zero. I love this country. Death. But boarding name Arch is Blondie the cuck. Arch is blonde. Oh, from Blondie? Yes, Blondie is definitely the cuck. From oh god, what was the name of that fucking thing? Archie? That comic? God, I don't like how close that name is. The Archie comics. There you go, we can bring that up instead. The Archie comics. There you go. Animate Acumen, still 18 minutes behind, but I wouldn't be more efficient to just have them all bathing? I don't know, but you'd have to find a very large tub for that, wouldn't you? That's all I've done. This is why every culture and history restricted women's rights, and this is where it goes every time a culture stops. The Ozartex people give their soul willingly to chaos. They do. They do. Black 1917 has been over for 24 months and has also gotten his fancy grey seer pin. Congratulations, Black. Hail Last Christ, our Lord and Savior. Hi, Lumi. What's with the VTM thing? It's the currently ongoing mini bidding war for what clan to play. As started by the real Zartek, I think. And someone was like, you should play Ventru because it's basically you. So now we've opened it up to the bid. All the clans are available, except for Nosferatu. That's the only one that's not available. Belial, this is the experience of a human trafficking victim. Brothel madams treat their girls better than this. The hell?
Service
Also, more for Malkavian.
citizenship.
Malkavian is making a good comeback there. Oh, comeback. Bad word. Zero, she looks like she survived Chernobyl. Legit PTSD. Yes.
Yep.
Akira Joker Kurusu, proof that consent-based morality is not virtue. That is true. Virtue is something else entirely. Virtue is more of the self-denial type. Why you hating? I feel bad for watching this. Man, it's the 40k elves. It's the 40k elves, yes. We are going to give birth to Slanesh in this universe. But boring them. Wait, Lolly Arch VTuber? No, MILF Arch VTuber. Here is the way 10 to MILF Arch VTuber. And Bob boring them. Wait, can Lumlum say ara ara?
I have never tried saying it, and if you guys want me to, don't pay Arch. Pay me on my channel, goddamn.
Lumlum. Selfish.
Selfish?
Yes.
Why selfish?
Hasn't Arch shared the bounty of his fruits with you? That sounded bad.
For one stream, which I still appreciate.
Lum. Sentinel Rex, no Arch, there's nothing legally wrong with what she has done. Everything she has done is immoral. There's definitely an argument to be made for that. Body name Arch. Chat sort of man wants sloppy seconds 99 times. Oof. Understand, we can change partners. We weren't built to share. True, we were not. Sentinel Rex. No, it isn't immoral because I don't like it. It's immoral for a person to destroy themselves. My like or approval has nothing to do with it. Well, I would disagree because, I mean, destroying themselves. Cigarettes are destroying yourself. Alcohol is destroying yourself. Eating meat could be argued to be destroying yourself. Like, there are degrees of everything. Like, vice is not something we should forbid, you know? We should instead make it laudable to deny yourself the vice. That is the preferable thing. Make it a good thing to deny vice and a good thing to embrace virtue instead of trying to ban either or. Hexy. Hi Arch, I see you are coming to the conclusion that unlimited gooning can be a bad thing. I hope that influences your opinion on your next video. Unlimited? Sure. Well, everything unlimited can be a bad thing. All things taken to the extreme are bad. Liberty, porn, cookies, all things are bad. Anime document, no. Morally wrong, yes. Ethically wrong, no. Maester Mark, absolute liberty except if you're a racist. Sage. Boring name, Lum Lum. Oh, it scrolls. Why did it? Lum Lum, you may have made a mistake letting chat knows things now. Ara at Arch.
No.
Lum Lum may have made a grave error in her judgment.
What? It's not. It hasn't been a secret for a while that I'm a mom.
Oh, that? I think the Ara thing. You've let chat know that you can be bullied into doing things for money.
No, this was sent a while ago. That super chat was sent a while ago.
Was it?
Maybe. Yeah. I pay attention to these super chats. I just don't read them when they appear because you're like, now. You read later.
See, it's good when you do it when you're co-hosting. That's good. That is Lum Lum Pets.
Heresy's the question.
No Goder, which had better aim, the men or a Gatling gun? Oh, probably the gun, honestly. You can make a gun pretty accurate. So on the lich, so this was a really long ad for Only Sleuths. Also, I snorted 4 kilo bag of cocaine. Feel bad for me if you don't, you hate junkies. I suppose. And the deal's not like sending Kibbs to the chair is a sacrifice I am willing to make for the greater good. Talker. Poor Kibbs. He must be sent to the chair for his sins. Zero, Team Malkavian all the way, but better second play, no? It is. It is better for the second playthrough. I'm still going to assume that was for the Malkavian Fund, however. Boring name, 10 to Arch Lum Lum review of teeth. Don't know if I want to. Counter structure, for 1,000, it would be a farm. They'll just line up on the cornfields. They enter the barn to have their way with their... Maestro Mark, are the white people okay? The white people. No, the white people have not been okay for quite some time. The real Zartax. And one day, for no reason at all, they voted him into power. Talker. Yes, they did. For no reason whatsoever. The DCV Titan. Imagine guy slipping on one, falling into the pile. Disgusting. He will need a shower afterwards. The real Zartax. Coom covered feet. The Lum Lum expands. Talker.
No. No.
Ever more fetishes as her horizons broaden.
No.
Marksman 117B. Mooseman is surely listening. What are his thoughts? Condemnation. Mercenary X21. Ariel. Nurgle took one look and put on a hazmat suit. Terrible. Sandum. Even Fulgrim would be like, why do this? He would, even though he'd quite enjoyed the Pairs of Anguish.
Fire is the answer.
Boring name Lum Lum. Point 10 for Arch to Ara at Lum Lum. I Ara at Lum Lum all the time.
No, you don't.
I do. Done like 3 times today. Silencio Steve. Further spreading of the mind virus. Malkavians. Malkavians are pretty cute.
Guarantees citizenship.
16. Sentinel Rex. A cigarette will not kill you. A beer will not kill you. A night of wild sex will not kill you. The extreme consumption of any is self-destruction. Correct. But that's the thing. If you argue that self-destruction is, well, the immoral part, then we need to start worrying about quantity. Like, how much? How much will kill you? How much is immoral? How much is moral? And so on. It's a slippery slope, that is.
Service
Everyone
guaranteed
gets a fucking
citizenship.
monitor. If you go over, you get shocked or arrested.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zero. You know, Arch, I miss Gamergate. Simpler days. It was simpler days. When we didn't understand the sheer scale of what we were facing.
Service guaranteed citizenship.
Boarding name, Arch. I think you can feel the trash bag wriggling. Oh, trash bags. It's weird. Weird and disgusting. Nightmare. Porn shouldn't be banned. It should be unnecessary. A content man doesn't need porn. Well, unless we're going to
guaranteed
issue
citizenship.
government-mandated girlfriends, that is going to be difficult. I'm all for it. We should use it as an encouragement style thing, you know? If you don't have a good job, if you earn under X amount
Fire
of
is
dollars
the
per
answer.
year, the government gives you a whale. Just this big, fat, truly disgusting woman who just lives in your house and eats your food. The real Zartax, how much is Talker at now anyways? She is at 387. The lowest on the calendar currently is 384, I believe. Yes, 384. So she should be slotting in to a slot on the calendar, which I shall do right there. Bob boarding name, 10 to the Malkavians. 10 to the Malkavians. 70. And Black 1917, Mrs. Graves, are my waifus still secure? Yes, I do believe so. Mrs. Graves is at 432 now, so she is still quite secure. As is Mirelia Crew Milremark, who I think is still on 3rd place, so they are both nice and safe. Nice and safe. Right, okay. That is all.
It was painful.
I need to eat before I move on to the next business of the day.
Heresy's the
Are you going to be
question.
watching the Game
Fire
Awards?
is the answer.
No.
No.
God damn it. Ugh.
Uh-huh.
I don't wanna.
Heresy's the question.
I don't wanna. I feel like I've done enough emotional labor for today.
Do you want me to read them for you?
Oh, yes. You know what? Chat. If you pay extra, Lum will read.
Animated acumen for 2. What are those plapping noises
guaranteed
from the mic
citizenship.
I hear? There ain't shit there. Bob boring name for 2. Thank you. Read it right, Arch.
But you got comment, you got answer. There's plapping noises coming from Lum when we talked about the whole condom-covered feet thing. Oh.
No, fuck you. Mercenary X21 for 2. Where is Ariel? +2.
Where is Ariel? Ariel is 395, so she is on the calendar too now.
All right, if that's it for super chats, then Arch, run if you want to eat and do whatever the fuck else you got planned.
Let's see. Is anybody else streaming? Is there anyone I can dump this band of cum feet crazies people on now?
Side Scrollers is live doing the Game Awards. Kips is live. Ademion is live. Vara's live, but I don't think she has YouTube raids on.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Well, side scrollers don't show up for me for some reason.
Probably because Craig doesn't have raids enabled.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Smash JC is also live.
All of these are male, Lum. We hate
Heresy's
males.
the question. Fire is the answer.
I mean, Kibbs is close enough not to being a man.
Yeah, but I hate Kips too.
Oh, hold on. Got a
Right,
couple more
rejected
stats.
toothpaste mascot it is then.
It's Sarah for 2. I hate you.
Now. Lum Lum. Read it out.
Do I have to?
Yes, you're contractually obliged with the exchange of monies.
Fine. 042 says, I Lumi love feet. Bob Boring name for 10 to Milfcavians. And Silentio Steve for 2 says Speed Swede.
There you go, thank you, chat. We'll be taking that Lum Lum 1 as a nice little notification sound.
No! God damn it!
And now, we can all go to bed, chat. I hope none of you dream of being railed by 100 men, because that would be terrifying, frankly. Good night, chat. And I'll see you all again soon.
Good night, guys.